Hello, 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 check. Hello, hello, and welcome back, everyone. I have one good news and one bad news for you. What do you want first? Array, Gen Z. I knew it. Bad news is that I won't be taking. Bad news is actually, see, the tab is working properly before the batch, before the lecture has started. Matlab, no disturbance. Last couple of days, there has been some technical issue because of some kind of black magic. But now it is not happening. That's the bad news. So we'll directly start studying. No waste of time. Good news? No, but we'll not waste time. So we'll immediately start. That's the good news. We are doing a chapter called Fatafat, Fatafat, Fatafat. We are doing a chapter called Charging Section. Two concepts in the chapter we have to study. That is the concept of allowance and perquisite. Allowances are monetary benefits. So amount received minus the amount exempt will be the amount taxable. And perquisites are non-monetary. We are still doing allowances. We have done the first allowance, leave travel allowance, 10-5. Today is our 12th lecture only. Are you aware? We have met only for the 12th time. That is lower than Akash ka score. Doesn't it seem like we know each other since months and years and nahi? Nahi to nahi, it's okay, ठीक है. No problem. हाँ, but we have done quite a bit. Yes, we finished leave travel allowance. We also studied foreign allowances of government employees, allowance perquisite fully exempt, and we have started gratuity, section 10:10. What is gratuity? Extra payment for good work. So if two employees are working, both will get the same salary. But if one of them is doing good work, today I'll not scream because there's no one in the office. He won't understand also. Forget increment. He won't even understand you. He'll think that I'm screaming at him for one reason or the other. So, extra payment for good work. See, whether it is done out of love and affection or sometimes I told you this also, employees are covered under Payment of Gratuity Act. If an employee completes 5 years, has to be good. Otherwise, why will you retain an employee for so long? And therefore, it will be payment under POGA. Whether under POGA or non-POGA. Once the payer is employer, receiver is employee, whether it is out of love and affection, whether it is out of a law, it is going to be an income taxable under salary. Is that clear? Now, here is the exemption chart of gratuity. Gratuity can be received during your service or gratuity can be received at the time of your retirement. There are two occasions on which you can receive gratuity from your employer. See, understand the logic, and the logic is hidden in what is happening. If you understand the logic, you will be able to solve any question, you will be able to solve doubts of others. There are two ways in which your employer can pay you gratuity. 1st April year will start, 31st March year will get over. He has already given you salary like any other employee. At the end of this year, he says, your this year ka good work, I am giving you some extra money. Next year, good work, extra money. Every year, good work ka money he is giving you at that time. That is the left side of the chart. That is gratuity received during service. But the right side of the chart, what is this? You have been doing good work for the last 15-20 years, but you have not received any gratuity during this year. At the time of your retirement, which can be after 10, 15, 20 years, whatever is your work life in that organization, at this date, when you are retiring, your boss is giving you gratuity for the good work that you have done in your entire work life. And sometimes this amount may probably be equivalent to the salary of 4-5 years, maybe more than that, because it's a massive tenure. So the two ways of receiving gratuity are: one, periodic. Periodic means at the end of every year, and that is during service. Or second, you're not getting at all year during service, you're directly getting at the time of retirement. And tax treatment will depend on whether the gratuity is during service or at retirement. But do you understand the two ways of receiving gratuity? Now understand the next thing if it makes sense to you. These amounts are for good work of one particular year. So individually they will be small amounts. This is one lump sum, massive, big amount for work done for so many years. Let's take an example 20 years from now. It can be 10, 15, 20, anything. Example 20 years. So it is going to be a very, very big amount, a massive amount, a lump sum. As I said, it can be more than a few years ka salary also. Somewhere the tax treatment is hidden in this story. That when you receive such small amounts, it may not affect the applicable tax rate in a very big way. It is possible that you are falling in the 0% rate. This is where little knowledge of slab rate will help you. It is possible that you are someone in the 0% rate. It may keep you in 0 only or maximum take you to 5. You were in 5, it will keep you in 5, maximum take you to 20. It won't make much of a difference because the amounts are very, very small. The only logic that I want you to keep in your brain is small amounts, periodic, and big, massive lump sum amount one time at the time of retirement. When the amounts are small and you are falling in different slab rates 0%, 5%, 20%, 30%, a small amount may not majorly change your applicable tax. But supposingly you are getting a big amount here. So is it possible that you are, probably someone who started the job at the age of 5,000-6,000 rupees? After 20 years, you have reached your salary level of 20,000. Means when you are retiring at that time also you are in 0% rate. Your annual salary was 2 lakh 40 only, but you are getting 10 lakh rupees as gratuity because 20 years ka good work. You have never paid income tax in your life. You have no idea what income tax is because you were always a low earning employee. Today, so many years ka hard work is giving you the fruit of that massive lump sum payment, 10 lakh rupees. You are very excited. Wow, I'm getting a big amount. But then you end up realizing that India will levy income tax. And now that you are crossing 10 lakh in total, you will end up going to 30% also. It won't be fair to levy such a high tax on someone who was otherwise going to come in a lower bracket. And which is why, ladies and gentlemen, whatever exemption is given under 1010 is given only to these people. Any person receiving gratuity during service is going to be fully taxable. There won't be any exemption because it's a small amount. It won't change your tax liability in a big way. But when it is such a big amount, you'll go in a higher rate and therefore it will be massive tax liability. We need to give you some tax relief. And now I make you understand that I could have taught you this in two ways. One, gratuity received during service is fully taxable because whatever exemption is given, it is given only for the retirement gratuity. That is the answer to the question, what is the law? But the difference between you and the rest of the country is going to be survive. If I have to call myself the best in my subject, it is impossible unless and until you are the best in the subject. Simple, you become the best, I am automatically the best. You go and answer these doubts of people. The only thing I want you all to understand right now is, do you understand small amount, big amount? So small rate, massive rate, and therefore exemption will be given only to the gratuity at the time of retirement. Any gratuity received during service is going to be fully taxable. Now, do you remember that maths A minus B equal to C? A is the amount received, B is the amount which is exempt, C is what we are interested in. Question is giving us A, we want C, and therefore we are learning how to calculate B. In these cases, B equal to 0, A equal to C. Are you understanding the maths here? You don't need to opt for maths in 12th standard for this. Exemption is 0, matlab the amount received is going to be fully taxable. Correct hai? Now let's talk about gratuity received at the time of retirement. Is it a big lump sum massive payment? It is drastically changing your tax rate. It does not make sense to levy such a high amount of tax on someone who has not paid tax before in life. So we will give you some exemption on the basis of whether you are a government employee or a non-government. Tada! On the basis of whether you are a government employee or a government employees in our country take birth for enjoying life. Confirm this. Go home and confirm. No, actually, don't confirm this because it is dangerous for you and me both. It's okay. Just let us understand. You want to guess, by the way? Exempt, that's fine. There is something exempt here also. That is not, something that I expected. Anything else you want to add to it? Fully exempt. By the end of the chapter, if you know any government employee, not just in your immediate family but nearby relatives, you will go and confront that person. Hmm. Government employee, fully exempt. Private sector also there is some exemption, but government employee the exemption will be full. Understood? So Mr. X, a government employee, has received gratuity for the good work done during 24-25. Mr. X, a government employee, has received gratuity for the good work done during 24-25, and government employee, therefore the gratuity will be fully. Huh? Huh? Why? Exemption is only at retirement. I said good work of 24-25. That means if nothing is given here, during service will be fully taxable for government as well as non-government. Whatever exemption we are giving only at the time of retirement. So gratuity received during service is going to be fully taxable. Arey bro, is that understood? Fantastic. Then what about non-government employee? Here also there is exemption, but the exemption is going to be least of 3 figures. So they have given you 3 figures and the exemption is going to be whichever is less. So there is exemption. We are not saying there is no exemption, but the exemption is not as simple and as big and as open as government employee. Government employee fully exempt. Non-government employee A, B, C, whichever is lowest is going to be exemption. See, 1, 2, 3, whichever is lowest is not something new for you. Come on, in your deductions also, when we did government employee ka entertainment allowance deduction, A, B, C, whichever is lowest. 10-5 LTA also we said received or spent or amount notified in rules, whichever is lowest. So nothing big, nothing different here. 3 amounts, whichever is lowest. 1. In every amount, in every calculation, you will always have this amount which is actual received, because while our target is B and C and choose whichever is lower. But if between B and C, whichever is lower is more than what you have received, we can't subtract that higher amount and make the final answer negative. Maximum what will happen, your entire actual you make it exempt and don't pay tax on anything. Make the outer column 0. Like in government employee, what is going to happen here? A equal to B, C equal to 0. Hello, here A equal to C, B equal to 0. Here A equal to B and C equal to 0. Correct or no? So, in every calculation, you will have your actual amount, that the exemption can never exceed the amount that you have received. Is that understood? So, actual received. Second, maximum notified over lifetime. Rupees 20 lakh is an amount that you will learn. Maximum notified over lifetime is rupees 20 lakh. There are 4 calculations in which an amount like this is going to come. In gratuity, it is 20 lakh. There is a case where it is 25 lakh, and then there are 2 more cases where it is 5 lakh, 5 lakh. 20, 25, 5 lakh, 5 lakh. 4 places in the law you'll come across this concept, maximum notified over lifetime. Sir, what exactly is this? Supposingly you join a job and you retire after 5 years. So after 5 years, you will get gratuity at the time of retirement. You will do the calculation ABC, whichever is lowest. That amount, whichever is lowest, came to rupees 3 lakh. So how much exemption you have taken? 3 lakh. Now, it's been only 5 years of job. You join another job, work for another 15 years, retire second time, and again get gratuity from that second job. That is also at the time of retirement. So again, you'll do the calculation. A, B, C, whichever is lowest. This time, your maximum limit will be only 17 lakh because you have already taken 3 lakh rupees exemption in the past. The term maximum notified means basically maximum exemption in your life. In this section, a salaried employee in entire lifetime can take maximum benefit of 20 lakh. How many years you take to retire? 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you retire every few years. Keep on taking your exemption at every retirement. But every time you retire and take an exemption, the balance will be reduced from your 20 lakh. The lifetime benefit will be 20 lakh. This is a notified amount. Currently, it is 20 lakh. If government wants, they can change it. For example, when we used to be students, this used to be maximum 10 lakh. With inflation, over the last few years, they changed it to the other amount, which was 3 lakh, was changed to 25 lakh. But the last two were kept 5 lakh, 5 lakh. During my time also, it was 5 lakh. And our time, same time, my time, your time, same time, 5 lakh, 5 lakh. So they can change it wherever they want, whenever they want. As of now, it is 20 lakh. True or false? True or false? An employee can get maximum 20 lakh gratuity in his life. False. Why? Can he get more than 20 lakh? Yes. But exemption will be maximum 20 lakh. Bro, you can get from your boss 20 lakh, nahi 20 crore. Your boss can give you everything. But exemption will be maximum 20 lakh. And every time you retire and take an exemption, it will be reduced from the balance of 20 lakh. So once you retire and take 3 lakh, second time the maximum limit will become 17 lakh. Assuming there is no amendment and it remains 20 lakh. It can get amended whenever, but right now it is 20 lakh. In your exam, it is 20 lakh, and salary chapter you have to study on the year. In final, it is not there. So after this, you may not study it ever again unless and until you are working in the case of a salaried employee. Taxation ka practice requires you to regularly update your knowledge because you have to learn, unlearn, relearn. Once the law changes, you got to be updated with the new law. Otherwise, the profession will make you out. It is not like your costing or FM, or believe me, when I see students' textbooks of costing, FM, even today, students in costing and FM chapters like standard costing, marginal costing, capital structure, cost of capital, leverages, ratio analysis are solving the same questions which I solved 18 years ago. Because there is no amendment. Net profit ratio is net profit upon sale, so that cannot be an amendment. Or the formulas of KP, KD, KE cannot undergo change because they are international concepts. Marginal costing is sales minus variable cost equal to contribution. Contribution minus fixed cost is profit. There can't be an amendment. And I hope you are not thinking how I know all this. Come on. CA, bro. But taxation will undergo amendments. So right now it is 20 lakh. Can you get more than 20 lakh in your life? Exemption will be maximum 20 lakh. So for private sector, first will be amount which is received. Second will be amount which is maximum notified over lifetime, and keep on minusing from the balance every time. For the third calculation, so do you realize in private sector there will be 3 ABC, whichever is lowest? Third calculation will divide this private sector employee in 2 categories, whether you are covered under the law Payment of Gratuity Act or you are not covered under the law Payment of Gratuity Act. See, at the beginning itself I told you that in India we have a law called Payment of Gratuity Act. So certain cases it is mandatory for employers to pay gratuity to employees, retiring employees. But some employers pay it out of love and affection. Those who pay it under law will come here. Those who pay voluntarily out of love and affection will come here. The calculation will depend on whether it was done under POGA or whether it was done voluntarily. But only the third calculation will split the employee. Means whether POGA or non-POGA, first amount will be actual receipt. Second amount will be maximum notified. Third will be changing, that also only private sector at retirement. Please understand. During service, there is one common answer for all employees. Fully taxable. At retirement, government employee, there is only one answer. At retirement, private sector, also first two will be same. Only the third point is going to change. Is that clear? First, let's talk about employees covered under POGA. This calculation is not a calculation given under income tax law. Please listen to me. This is the first time we are doing it now, so it may appear a little complicated. Going forward in the chapter, it will become very easy, very repetitive for you. But focus, please. In whichever section, like 1010 right now, any other section, if we are going to mention the name of any other law, like here we have mentioned POGA, somewhere else we'll mention a law called Industrial Dispute Act. If any other law is mentioned, so one calculation will be adopted, borrowed from that law. For example, between the two people, the left side and the right side, that is covered under POGA and not covered under POGA here, is there another law applicable to one of them? First, which side another law is applicable? The left side. And which law is applicable? POGA. So this side, the calculation will be taken not as per income tax, but as per POGA. No matter how illogical it is, no matter how irrational it is, no matter how stupid, disgusting it is, we have to take it because another law is happening. If there is anything illogical, irrational, stupid in this calculation, we will rectify in this calculation because here, is there any other law applicable? No. That means, can I say income tax is free to give whatever calculation it wants? So whenever any other law is not applicable, the calculation will be as per income tax. So when another law is applicable, as per that law, and when no other law is applicable, then as per income tax. So employees covered under POGA, take calculation as per POGA. Employees not covered under POGA, take calculation as per income tax. Is that clear? The third limit for private sector. Now I will first tell you the POGA calculation in words. In words. POGA says whenever an employee retires, pay him his half monthly salary. Pay him his half monthly salary for each year of service. Mark the words here. Just listen to the words carefully. Half month salary for each year of service. So first take an example. How many years the employee has worked before retirement? Example. Before retirement. 20 years. Fantastic. Take another example. What is his monthly salary? 20,000. So what will be his half monthly salary? 10,000. You understand? Half month salary is very easy. Monthly salary into half. And this half multiplied by number of years. How many years he has worked? That total amount you have to pay to every retiring employee. I repeat the calculation now in words. Half month salary for each year of service. So take monthly salary, make it half, and then multiply by number of years. What is the calculation given under POGA? One more time. First in words. Half month salary for each year of service. One more time, please. Half month salary for each year of service. You understood what POGA expects employers to pay? Now let us take that calculation in income tax. First, we will take our salary per month. That is full month ka salary. But we have to multiply by, or we have to take only half month. So we will multiply by half. 1 by? No. As per POGA, half means 15 by 26. Your half was 15 by 30, if I am not wrong. 1 by 2 ही होता है ना. 15 by 30 you said, no? 15 by 30. That is 1 by 2. They are not taking 15 by 30. They are taking 15 by 26. POGA assumes that every month there will be 4 holidays. We call them weekly off. So the working days in a month are going to be only 26. So every employee should get 30 days salary for 26 days covered. Ignoring what Infosys and L&T and all those companies believe. Okay, 4 days you are allowed to stare at your life. You work for 26 days, get paid for 30 days. Full month. Correct? Hai? So your half month ka salary will be 15 by 26. Now who said this? Who says this? Which law? POGA. Income tax law did not like this. Think about it. Basic arithmetic required. You don't have to be a mathematician to understand that if we reduce the denominator, instead of 30 we have made it 26. So we will increase the answer. You agree with this? And if the answer increases, means exemption will increase. Income tax people did not like it. They could not digest it. They tried Hajmola, Kayam, Churan. They could not digest it. So, very bad joke. Don't laugh at these silly jokes. Don't encourage stupidity in the classroom. Give a dirty expression. Same, exact same. वैसे, exact वैसे. You've been spending a lot of time with her off late, I believe. How to give dirty expressions. You run a crash course after my class. Ne? Income tax people did not like the fact that we are reducing the denominator because, do you agree with the statement? Just see the statement first. Reducing the denominator will increase your exemption. Yes, but income tax people cannot touch this calculation because this calculation is given by POGA and we have to respect it. But can we do whatever we want here? Oh boy, fantastic. So this is also half month salary only. But this will be 1 by 2. 15 by 30, 1 by 2. So both sides it is half month salary. But POGA says half is 15 by 26. Income tax says, but lol, anything. No, half is half. Half month salary will be 1 by 2. Is that clear? One difference in POGA and non-POGA. In words, this is half month salary for each year of service. This is also half month salary for each year of service. We have one more thing to multiply. Number of years. We will do that. In words, both of them are same. What is the third calculation for private sector employees? Half month salary for each year of service. But still, POGA half month salary and non-POGA half month salary will be different. You understood this? Okay, fantastic. Now what do we have to do? Multiply by completed years of service. And very famously, in taxation language, we call it CYOS. Completed years of service. Employee has worked for 10 years, to multiply by 10, 20 years, to multiply by 20. We are multiplying by number of years. Or part of a year exceeding 6 months. Or part of a year exceeding 6 months. Sir, now what do you mean by this? Employee will work for 20 years, so we multiply by 20. 25 years, so we multiply by 25. Obviously, employee cannot retire unless it is full number of years. He can't retire during the middle of the year, yes or no? Har baat mein haan mein haan don't say. You heard what I said? You only. Sujal naam hai na? You only. You are not allowed to retire in the middle of the year. So you should have done that when I said I am extremely young and handsome. Us time pe what was your reaction? You're not allowed to retire in the middle of the year. You're not allowed to retire when you complete 20 years and 3 months. You're not allowed to retire when you complete 20 years and 8 months. You will be allowed, no? So 20 years and 3 months will be taken as 20 or 21. 20 years and 8 months will be taken as 20 or 21. This is the answer. If the part of a year is greater than 6 months, we will do upper round. So we will take number of years completed plus add 1 if it is more than 6 months. You understood? So now tell me, what will you multiply with? 20 years and 3 months. 20. 20 years and 8 months. 20 years and 4 months. 20 years and 11 months. 20 years and 6 months. 20! 20 years, 6 months and 1 day. It has to be greater than 6 months. But yes, once it is greater than 6 months, it will be upper round. Is that clear? That means, are we rounding up number of years? Will that result in overall increase in the answer? If it is 20 years and 8 months, think about it. So we are multiplying by 21. So is it increasing my answer? Will that increase exemption? But can we do anything about it? But we can do something on the right side. So bro, here income tax very blatantly says completed year of service. To hell with your part of a year. Or simply put, year more than 6 months will be upper round of year. It will always be lower round of. Meaning thereby 20 years, 11 months, 29 days will also be considered as 20 years. You were 1 day short of 21 years. Still it will be 20 years. Sir, because we want to keep the answer as low as possible, because we want to keep the exemption as low as possible. You see very carefully whether year or year. The answer in words is half month salary for each year of service. What, bro? The answer in words is half month salary for each year of service. But year, half is different and number of years also different. Can I say two changes we have already seen between the POGA and the non-POGA calculation despite being same in words? One difference is POGA half is 15 by 26, non-POGA half is 1 by 2. Second difference is POGA number of years more than 6 months we take upper round of, and non-POGA we always take lower round. Is that clear? Everyone? Two differences? Fantastic. That way the calculation is almost over. One last discussion is left, but it's a big discussion. The discussion is, are you taking your monthly salary at both places and then doing half of it? Of course, the half can be different, but before doing half, are you taking your full month ka salary? Correct? Hai? Is this a retiring employee? That means the employee must have worked for a good number of years before this event is taking place. There must be a salary that he was paid when he joined this job. And after 20 years, today he is retiring, there will be a salary that we are paying him when he is retiring, which is obviously going to be same only, no? Higher? Different. Different. Sometimes tax professors' payment are reduced. It may not be always higher. Different means, do you realize the salary when you join, the salary during your work life, and the salary when you retire, your monthly salary will keep on changing. We have to take monthly salary ka half. But which monthly salary? At the time of joining, at the time of retirement, average, middle of your work job, exactly what point of time ka monthly salary we have to take? Do you understand this? That's the first question. First question for both sides, huh? Because here also we need monthly salary, here also we need monthly salary. No? And second question. When your employer is giving you monthly salary, whether at the time of joining, at the time of retirement, whichever, will he be giving you basic? Yes. Will he be giving you DA in terms? DA not in terms. More allowances like house rent allowance, tiffin allowance, bonus allowance, project allowance, so many allowances. Lots and lots of perquisites. So when we take the salary year, monthly salary, which amount we have to take? Do we have to take everything like all allowances, all perquisites, everything total? Or do we have to take only the fixed basic monthly salary? Or do we have to take basic with DA because DA is as good as basic salary? The question number 2 for both sides is which components of salary we have to take. There are two questions for this monthly salary on both sides. Question number 1, we have to take monthly salary of which period? Joining period, retirement period, average period. Question number 2, supposingly we decide the period that take at the time of joining or at the time of retirement or take average, whatever be the answer to the first question. During that time, you must be getting multiple things. So which are the components of salary that we have to take? The two questions that we have to answer about the definition of salary here are 1, period, and 2, components. So we understand we have to take monthly salary and do half. That half is also different, 15 by 26, 1 by 2. And then multiply by number of years. That is also different. More than 6 months, upper round of and lower round of always. But first step is to take monthly salary. No, which figure will be taken in our monthly salary? Salary of which period? And what components of salary have to be taken? Do you understand the two questions that we have to answer here? Bro, do you understand the two questions? So we have to answer these two questions. What are the two questions? Period and components. Everyone is clear about the two questions? The answers which we are seeking here? Bro, fantastic. So what we are going to do is, we will be making two notes. Note number 1 will be definition of salary for employee covered under POGA. And note number 2 will be definition of salary for employee not covered under not POGA. Covered under not poga क्या होता है? Not covered under. हे भगवान, not covered under poga. Note 1. Salary for employees covered under poga. What are the two things that we are going to write here? One, the period, and two, the components. First, which period ka salary we will be taking? Are we going to take monthly salary? Monthly salary at what point of time? Joining, retirement, what point of time? Is the question. Answer is given in poga. Everything that we are doing here is given under poga. Some of these things income tax law did not like at all. For example, this, but they could not do anything about it. Whatever change they have to bring about, they will bring the change here. Whatever is given here is as per poga. Poga says you should take your last drawn monthly salary. Just before retirement, what was your monthly salary? Ignore what was your salary at the time of joining. Ignore what was your salary during your entire work life. Ignore what was your salary 2 months before retirement. Ignore what was your salary 1 month before retirement. What was your salary last and just before retirement? What was your monthly salary? That will be taken. Of course, in that salary, there will be basic, DA, bonus, what all we will take, that is point B. Please understand, that is components. But first we target the period. Which period ka salary we will take? Last drawn. This is a clear case and scope of manipulation. Come on, use your brain, use your common sense, use your slight knowledge if you have any, and tell me, how will manipulation take place? What is the big loophole that they have left here? How will tax be evaded with this mistake? There is something wrong in this calculation. With which tax evasion will take place? Tell me how. Go ahead. Last year, last month, just before retirement. Supposingly your full life is over and you are retiring at a salary of 25,000. So what should be your last drawn salary? 25,000. In that components we will discuss. But 25,000. Employer is giving you last salary ka check, 25,000. You tell the employer, sir, this last 1 month give me 1 lakh, please. Employer says, why? You deserve only 20. Sir, just make the check of 1 lakh. Take this 75,000 cash. Take 75,000 cash and make the check of 1 lakh. So effectively, employer is giving you only 25. But what is your on paper last salary? 1 lakh. And in the calculation, therefore, we will take. This is clear manipulation. You understand? Will you end up increasing your exemption with this? Yes, means POGA invites massive increase in exemption. Just artificially increase your last salary. Can we do anything about it? No, bro. No, we can't be doing anything about that. So, whatever change we will bring about here. Here we will take average salary of the last. Now see, understand, we can't be having data of 20 years. We must have destroyed our books of accounts. So we will be taking average salary of last 10 months. Average salary of what, bro? Last 10 months before this is something that you have to be careful about, before the month of retirement. What is your average salary of last 10 months before month of retirement? For example, you have taken retirement on 1st Jan 25. That means which is your month of retirement? January. So if I ask you which are your last 10 months, the last 10 months will end on December. So that's March to December. Take total of March to December and divide by 10. Bro, average. You done life में simple average A plus B upon 2. So here there are 10 months. No? The salary of 10 months divided by 10. Average salary of last 10 months. So if you artificially increase your last month ka salary, that will be set off with that average. I am not saying that your manipulation is not possible. Because every month if you were getting 25,000 for the last 10 months, then average is also 25,000. But in the last month you make that 25,000 say 2 lakh rupees by adjusting the difference in cash. It will still affect the average. We will have 25,000 into 9 plus 2 lakh and that total will be divided by 10. Average will still change, but it won't be a direct effect. Average won't be 2 lakh, no, at least. It will be somewhere in between, and therefore we are averaging out. We are not saying that manipulation is impossible, but at least here it will clearly be a case of violation. We will be able to reduce the effect by averaging it over a period of 10 months, or alternatively, as a chartered accountant, I give you a suggestion. If you know that you are retiring in 10 months, then tell your employer to make it 2 lakh rupees 10 months ago. And every month adjust the cash. So last 10 months make your 25 2 lakh. The average also will be manipulated. You understood? There are ideas for doing everything, but income tax, cannot completely stop. They can't tell you average of your entire work life. There won't be records. We destroy records after a certain number of years. So that's the maximum averaging that they have done, average of last 10 months. Is that clear? But there is one more thing that you have to be careful about. These 10 months are before the month of retirement. So if I have retired on 1st Jan, which are my 10 months? March to December. If I retire on 15th of January, my answer will still be same. Because last month is end of 10 months. If I retire on 31st January, still it will be same. But if I retire on 1st February, then it will change to April to January. Do you understand this? So in a particular month, whichever date you retire, the previous month will be expiry of 10 months. And then you can go reverse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take total salary of those 10 months and divide by 10. So you will get your average salary. Average salary of last 10 months before the retirement month. Is it still half month salary into number of years? But we have already seen 3 differences. 1. Half in POGA is 15 by 26, non-POGA 1 by 2. Second, number of years in POGA, we take upper round of more than 6 months. In non-POGA, we always lower round of. Third difference, in POGA, we take last month's salary. In non-POGA, we average at least the last 10 months and take those months before the month of retirement, take the total salary and divide by. How to average, bro? Take total and divide by 10. Correct hai? Last. Here are we taking just before retirement your salary, and here are we taking your salary of the last 10 months and dividing by 10 to make it average. But when we say that we are taking in that retirement salary or last 10 months ka salary, I must have received many things from my employer. So what will I take? Will I take only basic? Will I take allowances? This is the answer to the second question. What components of salary I will be taking? Now think about it. On the left side, the components ka answer is given by POGA. Whether logical, illogical, rational, irrational, by now we have realized we cannot do anything about it. We will blindly take it from POGA. If at all we are uncomfortable, we don't like the calculation, whatever change we have to bring about, we will bring about here. But this is POGA ka calculation. POGA says, take just before retirement, whatever is your basic salary. Take that. And just before retirement, whatever is your DA. Take your basic plus DA of the last month before retirement. So answer first. Will you take basic salary? Will you take project allowance? Come on. House rent allowance? No. Tiffin allowance? You've been getting it every month. Still you won't take it. Commission? No. Dearness allowance in terms? Yes. Dearness allowance not in terms? Yes! Because they have said dearness allowance. Or if it is not clear, let me specify. Means just before retirement, what was your basic? What was your DA in terms? And what was your DA not in terms? That total salary. You do 15 by 26 and multiply by number of years. Basic plus DA in terms plus DA not in terms is what we will be doing. You understood? Again, there is a problem in the components. Basic, of course, we have to take. DA in terms is as good as basic salary. Of course, we have to take. But what is DA not in terms? Decided later, not fixed. So just before retirement, if you make your 25,000 salary 2 lakh, you will be caught. Idea, don't change salary. Take 1,50,000 DA not in terms. Sudden rise in inflation. And is that DA not in terms also going to be taken here? Yes. So are we ending up increasing our salary? Increasing our exemption? Yes, because DA not in terms is not fixed. It is decided later. So once again, is there scope of manipulation? But can we do anything about this calculation? No, because this calculation is given by, if at all we can change anything, we will change it here, which we will, because we've already changed 15 by 26. We've changed number of years, we've changed period, we will change the components also. We will take basic. Basic, no manipulation. Yes, there is manipulation in suddenly increasing it in the last month, but then we are taking care by averaging. Second, we have to, of course, take DA in terms, because that is fixed from the beginning. That is as good as extra basic salary. The manipulation in any case was by increasing in the last month what? The DA not in terms. We won't take that. You understood? So all the scope of manipulation we are eliminating. 15 by 26 we have made 1 by 2. Number of years we have done lower round of. Period we have done average of last 10 months. And in components also we have eliminated DA not in terms. Do you observe the 4 changes in POGA and non-POGA calculation? And all of them are basically done to make the law more logical. Whatever be the irrationality or illogical part in the POGA calculation, we can't do anything about it. It's a law, we have to consider it. So wherever we can make change, we have made the changes. All these changes are in the favor of department, income tax department. You know, by making it 1 by 2 or reducing number of years, everything is in the favor of department. But now they will make one change which is in the favor of taxpayer. One last thing left and gratuity concept is over. Then we'll do full revision. Don't worry about it. But one last thing left. Income tax law now says that, listen, assessors, we are not behind your life that everywhere we are eliminating your benefit. It looks like that. See, numerator we made it 30. Denominator, sorry. Numerator we did rollover round off. We did average of your salary. Then we removed the DA not in terms. All of them are contributing to reduction of exemption. But there is one more thing wrong in POGA, which is going to actually make you people suffer losses, taxpayers. And we are cancelling that also and bringing some benefit for taxpayers. This last thing. Understand. In a lot of organizations, employees are paid very little amount as basic salary, fixed amount. A lot of employees get majority of their payment as something called variable pay. This is fixed pay. And then employees are given something called variable pay on the basis of performance, on the basis of incentives, on the basis of sales achieved by them as a percentage of the turnover. Sales team in any organization will be paid on the basis of achieving sales. Just imagine you walking into a big electronic showroom to buy TV, fridge, AC, washing machine. In Mumbai, we have a very big brand called Vijay Sales. Gada Electronics also. Vijay Sales. In Kerala, there is a brand called Bismi. A big, big, big electronic store. Wait, TV, fridge, AC, washing machine. There's so many employees in that store. The moment you enter the store, somebody will approach you, sir, what can I show you? What can I show you? That person is only an employee of that company. If that person is paid a fixed amount, whether the TV is sold or no, that person will never put effort in selling the TV. It is the job of the employee to convince you that this is the best TV. And if not, then the next TV. As long as you are buying from my store, it is the best decision. Just like I tell you, best way to learn is physical coaching. If that is not possible, next best is online live. If that is also not possible, then record it. But as long as you are paying me, it's a good decision. It is the role of that employee to convince you. Coaching classes में front desk executives who are the first people with which people enter the moment they walk in. The people interact the moment they walk into the premises. They have to be smart enough to make you understand this is the best coaching class. See, we are not sitting and debating whether it is not. We are not there here for that discussion. Okay? We are the best. So there is no discussion about it. The discussion is about if that front desk executive is paid a fixed amount, that front desk executive will never be interested whether you take admission or not. Same is retail stores. Bro, my staff has my contact number. वो WhatsApp पे they only reply, calls also they only reply. But I make it a point that once in a week or twice a week, whenever I am free, I open that WhatsApp. You know, WhatsApp is accessible on multiple devices. So I log in my laptop or mobile, wherever. And once in a week, I read all the conversations that my staff has had with students. Whether the way of replying is correct or no, or whether in this case you should have replied like this or that, because it is a part of their training. So when the staff newly joined, I said, listen, I can't afford to pay you a very big amount fix because I don't know about I'm not sure about my future, what I'll tell you about your future. And I don't want to show you that stupid dream of we will grow together like I have been shown by a lot of people. We will grow together. I will give you, let's say an example, maximum 15,000 per month. So your annual salary will be 1,80,000. Of course, that is not something that the other party will agree upon because 10,000, 12,000 per month, so even people in cleaning jobs are making as of today. So 15,000 mein you can't be expecting somebody to be a front office executive or interact with students and secure admissions. Well, apart from this, every student interaction where you convince the student to buy the video lecture on whatever is the sales value to that student, this is the fixed percentage that I will give. So 15,000 is fixed. Plus I will give you this much extra on every sale. There are so many months in a year where 15,000 basic salary will remain basic. But the incentive is 75,000. Total 90 per month. 5 times of the actual salary. On an average, if we take, because you know, in CA video lecture sales, there are some peak months. For example, December 26 CA final का result came out. So CA final में, whenever results come out, post that period, there is massive sales that we see. Because there are a lot of students who have not cleared to admission at other places, could not clear. These days, if I have to tell you what kind of scams are going on in CA coaching, I have told you about paying influencers and showing yourself everywhere, and trying to show the world that you are the only person, there is nobody else in this subject or in this profession or on the verge of creating a monopoly. End of the day, you have to do student interaction, and the student are very smart. So poor guys, I see a lot of students who fall for this trick of social media following, etc. On the basis of that, they end up choosing coaching class. They realize it was a bad decision, but their exams are too close. Now they don't have time or money to change the class or the professor. Finally, they take their chance, give their exam. In that, a lot of people clear also. Ultimately, if student is good, aggregate you can manage somewhere. 40 is not difficult to get even if you are not subjected to good coaching. If you are moderately good in the subject. If you are horrible in the subject and then you take a decision on the basis of social media following, so you are going to suffer. And then these students in the next attempt then come and inquire about video lectures. The massive sales we see after every result, especially those second attempt wala students. Inappropriate to use the term, but the fact is second hand students also, because they have already studied somewhere. And my first interaction with them, I tell them first to delete whatever, because it is likely that you know a lot of wrong things. If someone is continuously busy only in social media presence, that means has never updated his knowledge about what are the latest happenings. Today, your chapter like capital gain, we will do that, has completely changed. Any student whom I have taught 4 months ago and you, what will happen in capital gain is completely different. Completely different. Because the July wala budget has completely changed the capital gains system. If you are little bit followers of stock market, so you must be aware that stock market ka whole taxation system, tax rate, everything has changed. All that happened in this budget. These are your amendments. If I am not up to date with that knowledge, because I am only busy with social media, so it will not be working. Then I tell them that I advise you to go for the full course, but choice is yours. The rest of it, the remaining interaction, of course, the staff does handle. And then these are those peak months after every result, 2-3 months, where she is earning about 4-5 times of her monthly salary. And then once, we are near March, April, so the sales again fall because exams are very close, and near exams, we generally see less sales. Immediately after exams, 2 types of students again awaken. One, they get up. One, those who have given the group but not given it properly. They know that they are not going to clear. So they start studying immediately after exams. 2, one who have given the other group. For example, in final, direct taxation group 2. Someone who has given only group 1. So they are like, now group 1 is done. Now let's focus on group 2 studies. So immediately after exams, again there is some sales. Then again, make a result will come in July. For 2 months, there will be massive sales. On an average, the staff is making at least 20 to 25,000 rupees per month as incentive. Monthly basic salary is 15,000. Incentive average, I am saying. In 1 month it can be 75,000, another month it can be only 5,000. Average 25,000. Like so, effectively the staff is ending up with 40,000 per month, which is respectable for a front office executive. Here comes the calculation part. This will cover only 15,000 rupees of paper example. And supposingly 15 includes DA or maybe 1 or 2,000 extra. But what is the major earning of this particular income? In the form of incentive. And sales team will always have major earning in the form of that. It will always be more than the basic salary. But we won't be able to take it. Now, till now, we have been eliminating the negative points of POGA and correcting them in the correction of income tax. All those corrections were in favor of income tax department. But here we make one correction in the favor of taxpayers. We will be taking all the fixed percentage commission that you have earned on the turnover that you have achieved for the organization. We will be taking any commission, sales pay when we give a fixed percentage. Is that performance incentive? Say for example, you sell any product of mine, I will give you 10%. If I tell the staff or 5, you don't guess, acha sir, aap 10 dete ho. No. It can be 5 also, 10 also, it is an example. How much do you want? You want 25%? Bol, you want 25%? I said, don't say. She said, it was one of you all. You want 25%? Given! Sale kar. I give you the links. I give you inter ka link, final ka link. You have quite a bit of material also. Show your books. This book, the other book. After looking at the other book, the probability of that party being convinced is very high. And if you believe that, sir, after you get the money, then what if you don't pay? Okay, you collect the fees. You collect the fees. Deduct 25%. Give me 75%. Bas. Then there is no trust issue. Hey, Hushyari. Sell no first. Now, why will people trust you? Why will people buy on your recommendation? First, perform good in your exam. Get a bloody hell good result. People will automatically believe it. So the whole thing comes down to making sales for me is an essential activity. But let us consider that as a byproduct. Main thing is perform good in your exams. Automatically things will follow. You understood? And that 90 marks ka wo cover page ka photo I have committed. Ab dekh. See this size of this photo. My photo on the front cover. And the size of course, I have never done this before. This is the first time that I have done the photos of students on the cover of the book. But these are the 80s and the 70s. 60s, so I can't print only. That is not possible. I have still committed to the students that if anybody touches 90, your photo will be bigger than my photo and you can check the size. And this book is going in every district of the country, not just every state, but every district of the country. That's my commitment. And some are like, nice, sir, theek hai, abhi 90, I'll bring 80, still I'll come. Guarantee nahi. Say you bring only 80, and in your attempt, there are 15-20 people who have scored above you. There is limited space on the back cover. No, a major portion of the back cover I have to keep about myself. So in that limited space, you perform better. And my commitment is fixed. 90 you touch front cover, no space, I remove my photo and put your photo. Bro, I don't need photo. I need such a big photo because I used to look very different 1 year ago. If you see my photo 1 year ago and you see me today, you'll not feel it is the same person. Hey, anybody who has seen my recorded lectures? Any of them? So uske andar probably you must have seen the first introductory video. I'll show you this. Can you see this? Either it will not be visible. Yeah, this only those who are attending. You saw it? I used to look very different. So I have to show that now I have changed. I am getting younger and younger, smarter and smarter, day by day. You wait for another 6 months, then you see. And by the way, my gym sir, yoga sir, who teaches me gym and yoga both, is I think staying he's from Ambewadi only. You must be knowing him also. Sandeep sir, you know him? Sandeep Manchekar. You know him? Matlab you know him personally or because he stays in your... Arey bro, whatever energy or blood is there in the body now, he removes everything. After his class, you have to lie down like a dead body. But then I always appreciate teachers like those because they are the ones who are putting additional effort to get the best out of you. I just love it. When he's making me do that, I'm like, sir, bus. Sir. He's like, no, you have to do it. Finally, the result. You wait for 6 months. I'll show you. Abhi beginning hai. Ladies and gentlemen, get good results. Automatically, you will be eligible for additional incentive. But as I said, right now, we are giving a percentage. Now, don't ask what percentage I am giving to my staff. I am giving a percentage. And that percentage wala amount is many a times more than the basic salary. So, we will be taking that percentage commission. So what we are going to do is, we will be taking this 10-month period ka total basic salary, this 10-month period का total which DA in terms, not in terms we take only year, but in non-POGA we take DA in terms. And this 10-month ka whatever is the turnover achieved, on that whatever is the percentage, is that your incentive which can be different in different months? Take that total. So total basic, total DA in terms, total commission that you have on the basis of turnover and percentage. That total amount, what to do? Divide by 10. That is your monthly salary. Basic plus DA in terms plus fixed percentage. Here, you understood why we are taking commission. I spend more time in the logic because a lot of people have less fixed basic and have more in the form of commission. Last, here ICAI will play a silly game with you. They will tell you basic salary 50,000 per month. You'll take at both places. DA in terms 10,000 per month. You'll take at both places. DA not in terms 5,000 per month. You'll take here but not here. They'll give you commission 2,000 per month. Here so you won't take. Here. No! Survive. Because only percentage commission will come. If you are getting monthly fixed amount, that's not commission. Commission word itself means on achieving sales. So fixed monthly amount will not be taken. Only that commission which you are working or earning as percentage will be taken. Take the total of 10 months and divide by 10, you get your average. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your calculation of gratuity. Gratuity. Everyone is with me? Gratuity, extra payment for good work. Option 1 received during service. During service which will be fully taxable. Government or non-government? Both. Then at retirement it will be big amount. So there will be some exemption. For government employee it will be fully exempt. Non-government employee we have to do a calculation. Whether POGA or non-POGA. First is actual receipt. Second is maximum over lifetime 20 lakh. You can't get more than 20 lakh. You can get more than 20 lakh. Exemption you will not get more than 20 lakh. Third, in POGA or non-POGA. Words, half month salary for each year of service. Half month salary for each year of service. But half in POGA 15 by 26, non-POGA 1 by 2. Number of years in POGA more than 6 months, take full year. And in non-POGA, always take lower amount. And then salary, period and components. POGA last drawn, non-POGA average of last 10 months before month of retirement. So last month is your end of 10 months. Whichever date you retire, last month is end of 10 months. And components, POGA will take basic, DA in terms, DA not in terms. Non-POGA will take basic, DA in terms and percentage commission, not monthly commission. Everyone is clear. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your calculation of gratuity. Your first complicated calculation. We go and immediately do a question on gratuity. Question number 36, page number 66. Question number 36, page number 66. Yes, please.
From the following particulars, compute the exemption under section 10, clause 10, available to X if he is required by payment of
Required by payment of gratuity, nahi, covered by payment of gratuity.
Covered by payment of Gratuity Act 1972. He is not covered by payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Date of retirement 31st January 2025. Basic 40,000 per month up to 31st May 2024. 52,000 per month. DA not considered for retirement benefit 10,000 per month. Commission 2% of turnover achieved. Turnover achieved 10 lakhs during 10 months. CCA City compensatory allowance 5,000 per month. Number of years of service 15 years and 9 months. Gratuity actually received 10 lakh 95,000. X was earlier working with central government and at the resignation had received 3 lakhs as gratuity which was fully exempt from tax.
What are you supposed to do? Question is asking you to compute the exemption under section 10.10. Do you understand that in any subject, this part, whether it is accounts, costing, FM, DT, IDT, This part is the crux of the question. Do this, take your marks. Question is asking you to do what? Calculate the amount which is exempt. So our answer will be on the basis of that only. We will do calculation of exemption under section 10(10) in two cases. Case 1, assessee who is covered under POGA, and case 2, covered under non-POGA. Huh? Not covered under POGA. First, let us do about the assessee covered under POGA. Do you realize exemption is going to be list of three amounts? No, this is not the correct way. This is at retirement, therefore, whichever is lowest. And that also non-government, therefore, whichever is lowest. Had this been during service, no calculation, 1095 fully taxable. If this is retirement of government employee, again no calculation, 1095 fully exempt. We will do whichever is lowest because it is at retirement, non-government. At retirement, non-government. Do you understand this? Hello? At retirement, non-government? So, A, B or C, whichever is lowest. First, the actual amount received. Every question has to give you. If the question does not give you this, there is a mistake in the question. Second, what is the second answer? Second limit? Maximum notified over lifetime. So we will write how much amount here? Rupees. Popat! No. Now nothing can happen. Why 17? In this lifetime, he has already taken exemption of 3 months. See, you join a government job first and you retire from that, so you take full exemption. Now you go to private sector. In private sector, there is maximum limit of 20 lakh, but then in this lifetime, you've already taken some exemption. So that will be adjusted in your limit. Had it been the other way around, first you work in private sector, retire, exhaust your 20 lakh ka balance, then join government job. Then now there is no limit. Matlab you leave private and go to government. So in government you don't have to apply any limit. But you leave government and come to private. So whatever exemption you've taken in government, that will be adjusted in your limit of. And of course, I know your tax planning advice is so. That means everyone should work in private first, finish 20 lakh, then go to government. Lol. Government employment has job ka age criteria. So you need to have a minimum and maximum age. Today, no matter how badly I want to give UPSC exam, I have crossed the legal age. I am not eligible for UPSC now. You can't be joining government job after retiring from private at the age of 40, 50. You can maximum directly become the government. That is, become the minister, prime minister, because there is no age limit. There is no age limit. Our prime minister, when he came into active central politics, he said that maximum age of a minister, active party member should be 75 years. After 75, you should retire. Why he did that? Because there were a lot of seniors in his party who were probable prime minister candidates. He was always a controversial figure. You know, if he is the prime minister, there may not be some parties who will support you. But if you change the person, there will be some parties which will come in your support. So all his seniors, there used to be people like Lal Krishna Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi. He brought a rule that after 75, no active politics, compulsory retirement. He is going to be 75 in February. Now the rule will change because his plans are very clear. Third term has started, no? Longest serving Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, 17 years and few months. In 1964, he died a natural death. But from independence, he remained Prime Minister for 17 years. And only death took away the Prime Minister ka post from him. So it's a record which no one has broken as yet. Dr. Manmohan Singh completed 10 years, but Our current Prime Minister is beyond that now. He is, and very successfully, he probably complete his 15 years. He has to, in these next 5 years, be very careful with two Sona Babus, Mela Sona, Mela Babu, Mela Babu, Chandra Babu and Nitish Babu. Mela Sona, Mela Babu ne thana thaya. He has to just deal with them carefully. Which two Babus? Chandra Babu. You know the story of current Lok Sabha strength, or you have some idea of politics. He'll successfully complete 5 more years, but then after that, 2.5 years more, then settle in Italy, eat pizza. Here, here. You know this or no? Sara kabhi. And all these songs in his voice. The last I heard was Gulabi Sadiya Neela Neela. In his voice. They sound another level. Bro, he'll eat 10 Anup Jains for breakfast. So, bro, you don't bring that proposal. Kya, sir? Sir, first do a private job, then go to government. That is not possible. So, if you retire from government and come to private, your exemption taken earlier will be exhausted from the balance. Ye clear hai? Third calculation. In words, what is it? Half month salary for each year of service. Half will be 15 by 26. We have to take the monthly salary year, and we have to take number of years of service or part which is greater than 6 months. So that makes it 15 by 26, and number of years I think given to you are 15 years. And so what will we take here? Here we will take 16, but non-POGA we will take only 15. And now let's talk about salary. Salary, when some months ago, up to the month of May, see, he retired in January. So few months ago, about 6-7 months ago, his salary used to be 40,000 per month. Then from, do you realize how they have presented the question? Till May it was 40,000. That means from June it became 52. Matlab June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and January also, because January also full month he has. What was his monthly salary? 52. So we will take 40, 52 ke average. 52 because in POGA it is last drawn. So 52. Fantastic. Then DA not considered in retirement benefit. What do you mean by this? Not in terms. Will we take it? Not in terms. Yes. Why, sir? POGA may we take it. Okay. Percentage commission on turnover. Right now only I am asking. Will we take it? No. City compensatory allowance. Whenever your organization, your employer sends you in another city to work, so he'll give you city compensatory allowance. You are sent in another city to work. We won't take it. This is again given only for entertainment purposes. We won't be taking. So effectively we have only 52, and do you understand? We are taking last drawn, basic, and DA both. In terms is not given. If it was given, we would have taken both also. Correct hai? Giving you exemption of 5,72,308, and finally your exemption is going to be. Now listen, under allowances, we put efforts, solve a sum and get an answer. This answer is the amount which is exempt. Correct hai? Correct hai? This will be subtracted from this amount to get the taxable. But this question is asking us what? Calculate the amount. If the question would have asked calculate the amount taxable, so we would have said 1095 minus this equal to amount taxable. You understood? POGA calculation. Now see, second one is what? Not covered under POGA. Do you already have the presentation in front of you? A, B, C, whichever is lowest. All of you all will solve, and don't open your mouth while solving. Solve by yourself. Use this format presentation. Solve by yourself and solve it right now. I told you to solve it. ये format में. So that's not where you solve it. What do you mean by solve it in the format? What do you mean by solving it in the format? Time pass नहीं चल रहा है. How much is the amount exact? 5 lakh. First amount actual 10 lakh 95. Second, maximum notified over lifetime 20 lakhs. 20 or 17. This question ka I am asking, huh? Not about you. 20 or 17. Third, half month salary for each year of service. Here we will be ignoring part. Correct hai? So we will be doing half into salary into 15. But this salary is slightly complicated. We will solve it by making a working note. Not a big deal. Working note 1, where we are doing salary for employee not covered under hoga. Will we take basic? We have to do average of last 10 months, no bro? First identify which are the last 10 months. March to December ke April to January. March to December ke April to January. Which month he retired? Which month he retired? Jan. He retired on in Jan. So last month is the end of 10 months. Understood or no? So end of 10 months should be December. The beginning of 10 months will be March. At that time, what was his basic salary in March? 40. April, 40. May, June. That means, can I say 3 months he was on the scale of 40,000, and of course the remaining 7 months he was in 52,000. Is that understood? Correct hai? हाँ. So what is this total? 4,84,000. Second, we have been given DA in terms. No. In this calculation, we take DA in terms, cannot in terms. Only in terms. Not in terms, we will take only in POGA. Third, there is one thing which we take in non-POGA which we don't take under POGA. That is fixed percentage commission on turnover. Is this percentage commission or monthly commission? Percentage hai to we will take. Had it been monthly, we won't take. So what is the total turnover achieved by him? 10 lakh. And what is the commission that we pay him? So what is the total commission? And which this is basically, bro, this is not what you have to take. Huh? This is the total salary. Bro, what do we have to take? We have to take average. So average salary is 50,400, 50,400, 3,78,000. Absolutely correct. I didn't say you were wrong. I told her wrong. तो अभी right है, I would have said that everyone would have got the answer. 3,78,000. Everyone is clear. That was your concept of gratuity. Gratuity takes time because this, small amounts, big amount, this logic ka explanation, other law ka calculation. First time we are doing, no? It takes time. We have some more calculations like this, but they won't take time because now you know the concept. If you have conceptual clarity, the amount of time that you spend in learning the other things will be reduced. Everyone is with me? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next exemption, section 1010A, the exemption for pension. 1010A, exemption for pension. Like always, our first target task is going to be understanding the meaning of the term pension. Pension is anything that you receive after retirement. We have had discussion on this before. Pension, family pension, we have had discussion. General concept or trend is to pay pension for government sector. In private sector, you do not expect pension no matter how cute you are. I must have told you this. You are not cute. That's not, bro, that's not criticism. That's appreciation. You're not cute. You say you're not cute. Boli beta. Masti na. Of course you are, bro. Arey, stop dancing. What are you doing? ये क्या? Statue. Private sector, you generally don't get pension. But listen, if your boss is saying, you have retired from my organization, I want to pay you pension. Of course, how will you react? No. Private sector, no pensions. Don't give. You will not take, right? You will take. If giver is employer, receiver is employee, pension will come. It can come in private or public. It can come in government or non-government. There are 3 ways of receiving pension. I am actually not explaining the tax treatment first. I am explaining as a retiring employee, if your employer, I can call it former employer, past employer, I'll avoid X because the moment I say X, you will go in a zone. Then it will be difficult for me to bring you back. You will miss that X who was never there. Former employer, past employer will give you 3 ways or 3 options for which, take an example that you retire. You have to retire. Pension cannot happen without retirement. Pension ka definition says that pension can happen only and only if you retire. So date of retirement, say 31st December 24. I am keeping it in previous year 24-25. Applicable previous year. So option 1, your boss can give you something called periodic pension. Your boss can, for an example, give you every month 5,000, and this you will get forever. Take 5,000 every month in this year, whatever is the remaining period. Next year, year after that, year after year after year after year after year, we will give you 5,000 rupees per month. Is it coming at a fixed frequency, fixed period every month? That is called periodic pension in simple language. In complicated technical language, you can call it uncommuted pension. Uncommuted pension. You are going to receive every month 5,000 rupees till forever, lifetime. Understood? Now, slightly difficult, but very like ekdam slightly difficult. It is not very difficult. If I ask you in 24-25 how much pension I have received, I am getting 5,000 per month. If I choose this option, then this year how much I will get? 15k 60. Carry on. So answer 15 or 60. 15. Sure? Yes, sir. In this year it is going to be only 15,000. But will I get pension again next year? Full year. This time it will be 60,000. 25, 26, 60,000. 26, 27, 60,000. Every year till I am alive, I will get 60,000, 5,000 per month. This year I have retired middle of the year, so only 3 months are remaining, only 15,000. But from next year onwards, it will be full year only. That is called periodic. Periodic means uncommuted, monthly basis. And what is the end date? Never ending. You'll get it forever. Lifetime pension. What is the meaning of periodic pension or technical term of periodic pension? Uncommuted. Second, you have the option of taking one big lump sum amount. Go to your employer, sir, I am retiring. Give me my retirement benefit, give me my pension. Your boss is giving you one big lump sum amount, 6 lakh rupees. After giving you this 6 lakh rupees, your boss is saying, turn around, never show me your face ever again. This will be a one-time pension. Of course, the amount is massive, no? Take this 6 lakh, never come again. Matlab, if you take a small amount like 5,000, you will get it forever. But if you take a big amount, lump sum, you will get it only as a one-time amount, and the technical name of this is commuted pension. So when you take periodic small amounts, it will be called uncommuted, and when you take lump sum big amount one time, it will be called commuted. Please don't disappoint me. Therefore, in this year, how much pension you have received? 6 lakh. But next year 0, after that 0, 0, 0, 0, forever 0. Matlab this will be 5,000 per month, this year 3 months, next year full year, and lifetime 60,000. This will be 6 lakh this time, not a single rupee year after ever again in your life. So you understood the difference between uncommuted pension and commuted pension? Fantastic. There is a third option. We live in an era of combos. I will go for this option if I don't have any major expense right now, but I want my recurring money. I will go for this option if I have some major expense right now. It's okay if I later don't have. But is it possible that I need about 3.5-4 lakh rupees right now? If I go for this option, you realize my 5,000 will fully stop. And if I go for this option, I won't get any major amount. What you can do is, you can split the two amounts in a percentage. You can take 70% of this and 30% of this. 60, 40. You decide what percentage you want to commute. If I commute 100%, then how much I will get? 6 lakh. And what will remain in 5,000? 0. But I have the option of commuting only 80% of 6 lakh. What is 80% of 6 lakh? 480. 480. So lump sum I will get only 480. Then my 5,000 won't stop. If I take 6 lakh, then 5,000 will become 0. But if I take 80% of 6 lakh, I will still get 20% of 5,000. I can do a combo of commute and uncommute. Supposingly, I commute 70% of 6 lakh. So how much I will get? 4 lakh 20. Then 5,000 won't stop. 5,000 will stop only if I take 100% 6 lakh. But if I take only 70%, then I'll get from 5,000 30%. 1,500. Which will continue every month forever. So whether to take this option or combo is my choice. And if I go for combo, what percentage I will commute is also my choice. Employee will go and tell, sir, this is my full 100% wala amount. In our example, what is 100% wala amount? 6 lakh. Give me only 80% of that and remaining 20 you can continue. Give me only 70% of 6 lakh, then 30% you can continue. In our example, our employee needed about 3.5, 4 lakh rupees. So he goes and does what? He commutes 60%. That means, will my uncommuted 5,000 fully stop? Will my uncommuted 5,000 fully stop? No. But will I get full 5,000? No. I'll get uncommuted only 40%. You understand the combo? Therefore, now in 24-25, what will I get? 1. I have received lump sum 6 lakh ka 60%, 3 lakh 60,000. Plus, I will also get 5,000 per month ka 40% every month. Because 60 is commuted, so in uncommute we will be left with 40. You understand? Whatever percentage goes in commute, the remaining percentage will come in uncommute. But this year, it will be only 3 months. 6,000. Now my question is, here, will I get some pension next year? First option, yes, 5,000 every month till lifetime. Here, will I get any pension next year? No. Here, will I get any pension next year? Yes. Every month I will get. Not 5,000. 2,000. 5,000 into 40%. So where is 60 gone? Commuted. You understood? 3 options of receiving pension. See, which option you exercise depends on your need of money. If you don't have big need, go for this. If you have very big need, go for this. If you have partially big need, then go for this. This also percentage is your choice. But the ways of receiving pension will result in either receiving this amount, or 366 total. In this amount, there will be some amount next year also. In this amount, there won't be any amount next year. In this amount, the uncommuted part, there will be some amount next year. I have to tell you the tax treatment of these amounts that we have received. 15,000, 6 lakh and 366. And now that tax treatment ka chart will be. Till now, I was explaining meaning of pension and ways of receiving pension. Meaning is anything that you receive after retirement. Because during service, you can't get pension. You can get pension only. The definition is only something received after retirement. And you are clear about the 3 ways? Fantastic. Now we are going to make a similar exemption chart that we did for gratuity. When we started gratuity, our first division was what? During service and retirement. That is not possible here. Because pension by definition can happen only after. Here is where logic will help you. The logic of during service and retirement was what? Small amounts do not affect taxation, so pay full tax. But when you take a big major lump sum amount, it affects taxation, then take some exemption. That was the division of during service and at retirement. Here, while the during service and at retirement division is not possible, we still can actually divide it into small amount and major lump sum amount. Small amount in pension are known by the name of uncommuted. And major lump sum amount is known by the name of commuted. Is uncommuted pension a very small amount? 15,000 this year, 60,000 next year. And in the combo also, 6,000 next year, 6,000 this year, 24 next year. You understood how 24 will come next year? How, sir? 5,000 into 40% into 12. Small amounts. Same logic as gratuity. Small amounts, fully taxable. Big amount, you will have to pay tax. I mean, you will have to get some exemption, not fully taxable. You understood? That breakup was during service at retirement, but we are not interested in that breakup. We are interested in small amount, big amount. Small amount uncommuted, fully taxable. Big amount commuted. Now this time you take the chart further as per whatever you want to say. You say, what do I do? What division I make here? Was it the same there? Government and fantastic. Government employees. Hey, other than her, there was one more government employee. You? Who? More, more. You all don't tease him like that. More. In my last batch, I had one guy called Ayush More. You know him? उसका भाई है. He was in that center, Charni Road Center. Whole class used to call him More. He had government employee. Who? Father? Teacher he must. So listen, because every time we cannot target one person. But that boy is absent today. So again one person. Now this time, everyone said, you will tell me the tax statement. We are creating a culture in our classroom where students are giving me tax statement without me teaching them. Normal system should be, I teach you something, then I ask questions. Here, I am creating a culture where you are giving me correct answers without being taught. Wow, bro. This is the magic of logic. Whatever you say is correct. You look at that weird smile in her tone. Fully exempt. Excitement, still shy. Multiple emotions combined here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Government employees take birth by Maja Mar. Enjoy life. Fully exempt. Understood? Mr. X, a government employee received 35,000 per month pension. Q? Uncommuted, and uncommuted is going to be fully taxable whether you are government employee or non-government employee. Uncommuted pension is going to be fully taxable. ये clear है? Now let's talk about major lump sum. Government employees enjoy life. So listen, government employees का tax treatment is over. Year fully taxable. Year fully exempt. Year fully taxable, fully exempt. Year next year again there will be periodic, fully taxable. Year next year there will be nothing, no tax effect. Year that periodic part will come again, fully taxable. Means the commuted amount will be fully exempt and the uncommuted amount will be fully taxable. Government employees finished. Now let's talk about non-government. Here they have not given us any calculation. They are asking, you see, is this a retiring employee? Of course, then only you are getting pension. No? Has this employee also received gratuity? When you are retiring, have you also received gratuity? The two options are, yes, I have also received gratuity or no. See, every retiring employee may not get gratuity. So this is an employee, see if you understand the category, who is getting pension and has also received gratuity. This is an employee who is getting pension but has not received any gratuity. You understand the last division in private sector? We will, for a private sector employee, go and check, have you received gratuity also or no? I don't want any knowledge of law. Just use your common sense. Is this someone who has received gratuity as well as pension? And is this someone who has received only pension, no gratuity? Which of them has therefore received more money? Both gratuity and pension. Is this person having more money? This person having less money? So income tax believes anybody who has more money should get less exemption. So anybody who has received gratuity will get exemption of 1/3 of their commuted value. And anybody who does not receive gratuity has received only pension, so less money, your exemption will be half of your commuted value. See, commuted value ka definition I'll give you. Let it be any amount X. Whatever be any amount X, you have basic arithmetical knowledge to understand that 1/3 is smaller than half for any amount. आराम से digest, understand, let that sink in, analyze. Are you 100% sure? Or mentally take any amount on your calculator, take any amount, do one third and do half. Divide one third is divided by 3 and half is divided by 2. So when you divide by 3, the answer is smaller than when you divide by 2. Or do one thing, think about your family property, whether you are two siblings or three siblings. So if you are three, you will get less, no? So one third is less than half. Now you are convinced. Why are we giving this guy less exemption? Because he has more money. He has pension and gratuity. And the other party, why are we giving more exemption? Because he has received only pension, no gratuity. Is that clear? In private sector, they have not given any calculation. They just said do one third or half on the basis of received gratuity or no. And of course, exam question will tell you that this employee has received gratuity or not. If question is silent, you can take your assumption or you can write both answers. Assuming received gratuity, then you do only one third. And if you say assuming not received gratuity, then you do half. But last line and pension is over. So do you realize how much time we took for gratuity? Because my target was small amount, big amount. That logic, if I make it clear, no, the things become easy for you here. For example, this fully exempt. I did not give the answer. You gave the answer. Correct or no? Let us create a culture where your concepts are so clear that you give answers before you are taught. The last thing that I have teach you here is the meaning of commuted value. Are we doing one third or half of commuted value? Now, some people feel, sir, your 6 lakh is commuted value, your 360 is commuted value. But that's not true. That's not correct. Let me define commuted value. Commuted value is basically that amount which employee will receive if 100% pension is commuted. That amount which employee will receive if you commute 100%. In this entire story, if we commute 100%, how much we will receive? We will receive 100%. If we commute 100%, how much we will receive? 100%. Kya talent hai, bro? So how much is that amount in our example? So this one third or half will be done on 6 lakh. Matlab, listen, let's talk about this case. Fully taxable for government and non-government. This case, fully exempt for government. For non-government, we will do one third or half of 6 lakh. If received gratuity, then one third, 2 lakh exempt. And if not received gratuity, then half, 3 lakh exempt. Correct? Now let's come to the third part. This is complicated. But in this also, this is easy. 6,000 will be fully taxable. Government or non-government? 360. Fully exempt for government. For non-government, we have to do one third or half of 6 lakh. Actually, there is no fun in this year. Fun was in this only. Let me take my chances. जो होएगा देखा जाएगा. I'll cancel class. One third or half of 6 lakh. Even if you have received 360, one third or half is on commuted value, and commuted value is the 100%. So one third or half we will always apply on 6 lakh. In our example, 6 lakh. Not what you have received, but what you would have received if you commute full amount, 100%. You understood the meaning of commuted value? One third or half based on gratuity, but always apply on the same amount. Means whether I am in this option or this option, one third or half will be on 6 lakh. Commuted value is not what you receive, but what you will receive if you go for 100%. ये clear है everyone? हाँ, तो ladies and gentlemen, that is your concept of pension. Periodic uncommuted, fully taxable. Lump sum commuted, fully exempt for government. And for non-government, one third or half of the 100% value based on gratuity received or not received. Finished. Fantastic. Let's go to question number 39 on page number 67. We are not doing questions in order. So as we are doing questions, you keep on marking them. Later I will ask you if this question is done or no. For example, 36 we have completed. If I ask you 37 is done or no, and if you don't know, that means it is done. If you don't remember, means it is done. So please make sure you have marked. Question 39 on page 67 has got 4 parts. We will do them one by one at a time, please. Question 39, page 67.
Discuss whether the following are taxable. Pension received by retired central government employee of 68 years old, 40,000 per month during 24-25.
Central government employee, and therefore it will be fully central government employee, and that also senior citizen. Uncommuted, and therefore it is fully taxable. See, in any question on pension that you solve now, Mitro, please listen. Understand the way of solving. First, think it is uncommuted, commuted, or combo. On that basis, your decision making should work. Central government or private sector is your second decision. First decision will be uncommuted, commuted, or combo. Okay, let's see. Second part.
X retires from government service in February 2025. He commutes 1/3 of his pension for 1,20,000. For the month of March 2025, he receives uncommuted pension of 5,000.
Okay, so as I said, your first thinking should be commuted, uncommuted, or combo. Combo. In the combo, uncommuted part is very easy, no? Uncommuted is going to be fully taxable. Correct? Eh? So 5,000 rupees. Commuted mein there is one problem, bro. Question is not specifying whether received gratuity or no. So you can assume anything and take your decision. Assume that. And therefore, 1/3 or half. Ramesh! Why is the question not given about gratuity? Come on. Government employee. We don't need that data. That data is required only for non-government. For government employee, they take birth. Why? And therefore the taxable amount will be only. Bro, you understand what mistakes you are making? Government is very easy, uncommuted taxable and commuted exempt. Okay, third. This time, don't make the mistake. But see, steps are still same. First step, commuted, uncommuted. Second step, government, non-government. Carry on those steps. Please see.
X retires from private service on 30 September 2024. He commutes 4/7 of his pension for 2,10,000. He has received gratuity also. His uncommuted pension fixed before computation is 14,000 per month.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. First question, uncommuted, commuted, or combo? Combo. In the combo, the uncommuted part ka tax treatment is very easy. What is the tax treatment? Fully taxable. In commuted, because it is private sector, they have given us about gratuity. Has he received gratuity? Yes. So we will do 1/3 or half. But commuted ka calculation we will do later. Uncommuted is the very easy only, no? What is the tax treatment? Fully taxable है ना? Hello. हाँ तो बोलो. How much? How much is this amount which is going to be fully taxable? Come on, correctly compute this amount and tell me how much is this amount which will be fully taxable. Then commuted ka exemption we will calculate. Yes, please. 14,000 into 12. What is the amount of uncommuted fully taxable is my question. 84. How? 14,000 into 12, nahi? Into 6. Sir, why 6 months only? Because he has worked till September. Retirement is October. So October to March. 14,000 into 6. 84,000. Observe the question carefully. Question. Shh. Observe the question carefully. See if you can give me the correct answer. Why? Why? Why 37? Because 4 by 7 he has commuted. So in uncommuted he will receive only 3 by 7. And this 14,000 ka amount given to you is without commutation. So supposingly I don't commute 4 by 7. Then every month I will get 14,000. But have I commuted 4 by 7? Then every month I can't get 4 by 7. Then every month I will get only 14,000 into 3 by 7. Did you understand the mistake? See, I don't believe that any student at this stage and age will make the mistake of multiplying by 12 months. If you make that mistake, then in the name of the Father and of the Son and Holy Spirit. At this age, you can't be making that mistake. But 14 into 6 is also not correct. 14 if I don't commute. Have I commuted? How much I have commuted? 4 by 7. So in uncommuted, I will get only. Are you understanding? And yes, of course, into 6 months. Is this fully taxable? 36,000. And now let's talk about the uncommuted. The uncommuted received, I will write in the inner column because we know we have to give an exemption. How much is the amount received? 1,20,000? No, 2,10,000, sorry. 2,10,000. From this, we will give some exemption. If it was government employee, it would have been fully exempt. But it is non-government. So non-government, we will be doing 1/3 or half? 1/3 of the commuted value. Sir, why 1/3? Because he has received gratuity also. Of what amount? Come on. Of what amount? Of 2,10,000. How 367.5? If 4 by 7 of my commuted value is 2,10,000, do you understand? I have commuted 4/7 and 4 by 7 I have received 2,10,000. So what is the full commuted value? Simple. It is simple equation. Multiply by 7 and divide by. But did you understand? Sir, what? Commuted value into 4 by 7 is 2,10,000. Therefore, commuted value is 2,10,000 into 7 upon 4. That is 3,67,000. Hey, Gadeda, don't subtract 367,500 here. 367,500 is commuted value. From this, we will take 1/3 and we get 122,500, resulting in 87,500, and final taxable amount will be 123,500. Understood or no? Bro, everyone, fantastic. And the last part of pension.
X retires from PBC Limited on 30th June 24. He gets a pension of 9,000 per month up to 31st December 24. With effect from 1st January 2025, he has commuted 60% of the pension for 3,60,000. Assume he has not received any gratuity.
What is the first thing that you are thinking? Commuted, uncommuted, or combo? Yes, please. Combo. Starting mate is very good. Carry on, uncommuted. Then later it became combo. Means listen, he retired on 30th June. His pension starts from 1st July. July, August, September, October, November, December, he has received full amount uncommuted. And from January, he will still get uncommuted, but only 40%. Sir, why he will get only 40%? Because 60% has gone in commutation. Hello, correct hai? So, what is the uncommuted total that he has received? Commuted ka tax statement we will do later. Uncommuted we know, fully taxable. See, please understand, from July to December, he has received full 9,000. That is 6 months. And from Jan to March, he won't get full 9,000. He will get only 9,000 into 40% into 3 months, making it 10,800, and this total 64,800 will be taxable. But then after that, what he did was he went for commuted. Commuted amount received by him is 3,60,000, from which we will grant him some exemption. If it was government employee, then 360 will be fully exempt. But he is retiring from private sector. So the two options that we have are one third or half. And the question will always give you data. You'll never find a wrong question here. What, sir? Half. Sir, why? Because he has not received any gratuity. So half of your commuted value. Correct? Hai? Half of 3,60,000. No, sir. No, sir. 360 is 60%. 360 is 60%. Then 100% will be how much? 6 lakh. And 6 lakh ka half exempt will be. Ha, bro, listen. If this answer was more than 360, we will restrict it to 360. It can never be more than actual. Taxable will be 60,000 and total taxable will be 124,800. Everyone understood this? Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, badhai ho, abhinandan. That is your what? Pension, gratuity, pension. All of them are big and complicated. Huh? They are really big. They are complicated. But yes, we have completed two of them today. Shall we go ahead? Fantastic. Next, section 10, 10 double A. So do you see the flow of sections here? We did 10, 10. Then we did 10, 10A. Now we do 10, 10 double A. The concept of leave encashment. Concept of leave encashment. First step, meaning. Meaning. What do you mean by this word encash? Convert into cash. Like we encash our check, we encash our talent. Some people have talent to convert into cash, make money out of it. Here, what are we encashing? We are encashing our leave. In simple language, this is money paid, or for employee it will be received for working on a holiday. Leave, holy nahi. Holiday. Bro, you've consumed Holika stuff today itself. Bum bum bole, dil ke raaz khole. You know that or you don't? If you don't know, then you have a troubled childhood. You need rehabilitation. You need counseling. आज मैं आपको अपने दिन की बात बोले. You don't know this? Babita ji. Seriously, if you don't know about this, of course, the Hindi audience will be knowing this. Hindi TV serials, South Indian students may not be watching it. You need counseling if you don't know about this TV show. They are legends. If believe me, if this show gets translated in any of the South Indian languages, oh bro, they'll make crazy money. And before you make fun of them, you please understand that you do something which is super hit for 17 years. That show started in 2008. 17 years, bro. Some of you were newborn babies at that time. Just the fact that you may not be liking that show that much now because you have grown up, you have matured, but the show is based on silly jokes. So you have matured, so you don't like those jokes anymore. But it remains a show which I watched with my father and my son, both. And there cannot be any other show which has touched 3 generations. I am so sure that if ever that show stops, people will definitely cry. Certainly cry. Don't cry now. So listen, what stuff are you high on? I give you the permission that on Holi, it is officially allowed. I tell my mom that I am going to eat. I am going out, I am going to eat. And take care of me when I come home. Holi? चरस नहीं bro. भांग. शिव जी का प्रसाद. And in Diwali Puja, my mom tells me that we should go by car. I said no. We'll go by cab. And when we come back home, bring me home carefully. I clearly tell her, see, when you do it on a limited basis, I clearly tell my mother, ऐसे hide करके I don't do it. I say I am going to do it and you be with me, take care of me. If I misbehave, then control me. But you are not going to do that in class. One day, that Holika day will be holiday to you. You do it. And last batch, there was one student sitting like that in the corner, always high on some stuff. I told him that you are allowed to do it on Holi and no other day. He actually understood other way around. He thought that don't do it on Holi, do on all days. A lot of offices have fixed holidays, 4 weekends. Some corporate offices give both Saturday and Sunday off. So 8 days plus festival holidays. Plus, you can say companies give something called sick leave, privilege leave. See, you ignore people like L&T or organization like L&T and who was the other guy? Infosys. 70 hours, 90 hours, bro. Not everyone is like that. Don't start disliking the corporate world because of a few bad people. A lot of students, they say CA course is not good because they did not meet the correct people. Problem is that you were amongst not so good people. And in every profession, every industry, every religion, there are good people and bad people. We have this human tendency of generalizing. Few bad people, we start criticizing the whole caste, community, creed, religion. Someone broke my heart. It's like, सब लड़कियां ऐसी होती है. अरे, bro, you can't generalize because of one person. Sir, please don't give such examples. Then it becomes difficult for us to focus. Not everyone in the corporate world is like that. Generally, you will see about 365 days, no, in a year. About 60, 70 days will be holiday. Maybe more than that. Believe me, those who give Saturday off, 104 days are gone. 52 weeks, no. 104 days gone if you have Saturday off. Plus, you may be having, 4-5 days holiday during Diwali, other festivals. You may be having, Independence Day, Republic Day. Corporate world does not work on those days. Maybe another 15-20 days because of festivals, sick leave. Easily you will find in the corporate world about 120 days, which effectively becomes 4 months in a year. You are holiday. Matlab, you are getting paid for 12 months when you work only for 8 months. Is that clear? Now, is it possible that there are some people who have worked on those holidays? Still your salary will remain same. You understand? So what is the option? Option 1, boss says, this Sunday I need you, please come to office. You want, you can take holiday on Monday in return. He can set it off by giving you holidays. In our articleship, so we do it like that. Okay. Supposingly, student wants extra leave. Normal system is to give, 4 months leave. Abhi to that system is only gone. Because earlier days, final ka exam used to come and articleship was not over. Now, as per the new course, articleship has to over, final exam has to be over, then only final exam ka attempt will come. But supposingly during your articleship, you have your college exams. You have taken holidays. 7 holidays. That will be counted in leave taken. No problem. Work on 7 Sundays. We won't count any leave. On paper, we won't write any leave taken by you. We'll say 0 leave. I can get this done for you that immediately after your exam, I make you start your articleship. Unofficially. You work for 2 months. Then your results come. Then your registration date will start. At the end, I'll make that firm leave you 2 months before time. Paper pe will write the actual date, means the legal date, but actually you are free from that firm 2 months prior to that date because at the beginning you have worked for 2 months extra. We can do that manipulation. If a student is asking me that, sir, I want to do articleship in your office, how many holidays will you give? I say, how many do you want? Officially it is 8 holidays per month. You want 15, you take 15. But then next month you work for 7 extra days. Simple hai. You work extra and take holidays in return. You can't be expecting this, no, that sir, 16 days per month. plus extra 10 days. मतलब क्या, you will work only for half month and get paid full month. So there are some people who work on holidays and they get money for that. Because see, whether you work on holiday or you actually take on holiday, your amount remains, salary का amount remains same. So if you work on a holiday, they get extra. And a driver का I'm telling you, if I hire a driver at 25,000 का salary also, Sunday holiday is fixed. If I call him on Sunday, that means is he working on holiday? I have to give him 1,000 rupees extra for working on a holiday. Ultimately, is the giver employer, receiver employee? So that amount will be taxable under income from salary, but there will be some exemption. Possibility one, that you have received money against a holiday. Meaning of leave encashment is clear. You don't take holiday, instead of that take, come on, instead of that take money. Money. Is it possible that you have received it during service? Now this is possible. No, pension was not possible or at retirement. If it is during service, you only tell. 1 year ka holiday, another year ka holiday, every year, correct? Small amount, fully taxable. But think about the rights. In 1 year, you didn't take 15 days holiday. Another year, you didn't take 20 days holiday. Another year, 40 days holiday. You worked on holidays. At the end of your retirement, it is possible that there are 700 holidays that you have not taken. That means the day you retire after 20 years, we are going to pay you salary of 700 days. That is more than 2 years, almost 2 years. You understand? At retirement, basically, is the unavailed leave of your entire work life. Will it be a very big amount? And therefore, there will be some exemption. So the concept still remains the same. Small amounts, big amount. In gratuity, it was during service at retirement, but in pension, it was uncommuted commuted. Here it is again during service at retirement. During service, small amount will be fully taxable at retirement. Now, you will tell me the division as well as the tax treatment. Wow. Government and government employees take birth by, हाँ तो tax treatment. But during service, whether government or non-government, it is going to be fully taxable. Now let's talk about non-government employee at the time of retirement. In gratuity, we had a calculation. In pension, we just checked received gratuity or not received gratuity. In leave encashment, again we have a calculation. Your exemption is going to be least of the following four amounts. Gratuity we had three. Actual, maximum, notified and POGA non-POGA. Here we have four amounts. First, this will always be there. Actual received, which will be given to you. Second, maximum notified over lifetime. How much was this amount for gratuity? 20 lakh. When I used to be student, it used to be 10. Now it is 20. In leave encashment, in my student days, until 2 years ago, it was 3 lakh. Now they have made it 25 lakh. Maximum notified over lifetime, 25 lakh rupees. Last 2 years. By chance, in your any of your study material, textbook or additional question bank mein, to it won't be there. By chance, if erroneously 3 lakh is printed anywhere, by mistake, if 3 lakh is printed anywhere, please rectify it to 25 lakh. It has been, I'm not asking you to check now. When you will study and do your self-study, at that time, you'll be confused. No, by chance, if there is a misprint, there won't be any misprint. By chance, if there is any misprint, you come across 3 lakh in any paper, so be clear, that is now outdated. If it is 3 lakh written anywhere, rectify it and make it 25 lakh. So true or false, in your lifetime, you can't get more than 25 lakh leave encashment. You can get, but 25 lakh is the maximum exemption. Limit C. I'll speak in words, you will speak in tax language. Like in gratuity, we did no half month salary for each year of service. This time I will speak in words. Okay. 10 months total salary. 10 months salary. You have to write it mathematically. 10 months salary. 10 months salary. It is very easy. Huh? If you are thinking it is complicated, then you won't get the answer. Think it is easy and give the answer. हाँ कौन बोल रहा है? Who is speaking? अरे together all the sounds were coming. Now speak no, one person speak no, please. It is very easy. 10 months salary is what? Salary per month into 10 is 10 month का salary. अरे period and components we will define. No, you're not understanding. That we will write the notes. No, but what is the meaning of 10 months का salary? Take 1 month का salary and multiply by 10, so you will get 10 month का salary. Of course we will make our working note 1 and define what is this salary. Which are these 10 months? Period, components, everything we will define. But first understand what the limit is. 10 month ka salary. We'll define salary. What are the two things that we need in the definition of salary? Period. Is he retiring? So at the time of joining, at the time of retirement, which salary? And two components. We'll define it. Don't worry. So 10 month salary is clear. Next. That same salary per month which you have calculated above. Have you calculated salary per month? Multiply by balance leave as per income tax, which I will explain to you in working note 2. If this explanation supposingly is remaining, have you understood the rest of it? I have to make working note 1. Working note 1 will make this clear, because same salary we are taking in C and D both. In C we have to multiply that salary by 10, and in D we have to multiply that salary with something like this. What is this meaning of balance leave? I will explain when I do working note 2. But finishing 2 working notes will finish leave encashment. Working note 1, at least you know what we are doing. Salary. What are the two things that we need in salary? Period and components. First question. Is there any other law that I have referred to? Mentioned also. No. Whenever any other law is applicable, then we take calculation from that law. But whenever no other law is applicable, so the calculation will be as given under. As far as components are concerned, income tax keeps the same components 99% cases. There is only one case where income tax changes the component. Income tax has decided the components very, very rationally and logically. What were the components under non-POGA decided by income tax? What were the components? Basic salary, which DA? DA in terms, and fixed percentage commission on turnover. Whenever choice is of income tax, they will do it this way, except one place. Whenever any other law is applicable, take calculation from that law. Whenever no other law is applicable, we will be taking it like this: basic plus DA in terms plus fixed percentage commission on turnover. And second is period. Again, no other law is applicable. So whatever period will be given, that also will be given by income tax. Income tax obviously will ask you to take average. So we'll take average salary of last 10 months. So now you know, last 10 months ka you have to take basic, DA in terms and percentage commission and divide it by 10. If it was only this much, I would have said same as non-POGA. That is given by income tax. This is also given by income tax. This one last nonsense. I call it nonsense because at least at some place be consistent. This one last nonsense is making them different. Otherwise, if you observe the definition of salary carefully, everything that we have written till now is the same as what we wrote under non-POGA. 10 months before the date of retirement. Except this one word, everything else is same as non-POGA. What was this word in non-POGA? Means understand the difference. If I retire on 1st Jan, then it will be March to December. Here also March to December. If I retire on 15th Jan, then it will still be March to December. Here it will be 15th March to 14th January. There, the last month was end of 10 months. So you will have to see 1 month before retirement. If I retire on 1st Jan, 15th Jan or 31st Jan, the answer was same. Here, I have to see the last date. If I retire on 1st Jan, my 10 months will get over on 31st December. If I retire on 15th Jan, my 10 months will get over on 14th Jan. If I retire on 31st Jan, my 10 months will get over on 30th Jan, 1 day before retirement. There it was 1 month before retirement. Here it is 1 day before retirement. That is the only difference between non-POGA and leave encashment. Had it not been for this difference, I would have told you this is same as non-POGA. But because of this difference, we have to understand that the calculation here and there will be different. Supposingly in the last 10-11 months there has been no change in your salary, then that average and this average will come out to be same coincidental. But if there is any change, there you have to go month on month basis, here you have to go on a date on date basis. Everyone is clear? Components are same. Whenever income tax has to give components, it will give basic DA in terms and percentage commission. Only one place it is a little different, that we'll discuss when it comes. So have you understood the meaning of salary? This salary I multiply by 10. So I'll tell you what. You divide by 10 and take average. Before dividing by 10, you will get total. That total is this answer. Think about it. Because that total only you divide by 10 to get the average, no? So before taking average, whatever is the amount that you are getting is your answer to step C, point C. But of course, we will need average for the last point. We take average salary and now we have to multiply it by something called, sir, what do you mean by balance leave? Understand a simple formula. There is some leave available to you when your employer gives you holidays. These are the holidays that you get every year. From this, it is possible that at least some leaves you have taken. You are someone who has worked for 20 years. Every year, your boss gives you 4 months of holiday. So the total leave that you have accumulated over 20 years is 20 into 4, 80. We are going to do this calculation. Please understand, logical here. We are going to do this calculation in months. You know why? Because here we are multiplying by monthly salary. So whatever figure we get here, we have to get it in months only. And by chance, if the question has given you data in days, so in all answers, they divide it by 30 as a round figure and convert the amount into months. You understand? No? 30 days, 1 month. So our whole calculation will be on the basis of months. The logic is that if you have to multiply by your monthly salary, then the period has to be in months. This also was 10 months. So here also we are doing calculation in months. It is possible that your question gives you data in days. So how to convert in months? Divide by 30. So this part is clear. Now focus on the formula. If you have worked for 20 years, boss gives you 120 days per month. So your answer is 20 into 120, but we are going to divide by 30. Or do one thing, 120 days means 4 months. So per year your boss has given you how many holidays? Months mein 4 months. So what is the total holiday period of your full work life? 80 months. Now the question is, or the point is, at least some holidays you must have taken, no? In 20 years, some holiday you must have taken. Supposingly 20 years mein you have taken, every year maybe you have taken, how many are you allowed? 4. Every year you must have taken, some year you took 30 days ka holiday, some year you took only 15 days ka holiday. You have taken on an average 20 years mein, say 15 days every year. 15 days every year means 10 months. So when you retire, what is your balance leave? Your boss will give you salary of 70 months. Everybody is with me? Bro, that is more than 5 years ka salary, therefore we are giving you exemption. But understand, don't focus on this column. Ignore this column. Do you realize this form? Or do you understand this form? Total leave boss is giving you minus the holiday that you have taken will leave you with the balance leave. Is this clear? Now, higher the balance leave, higher the amount, and higher the amount means higher the exemption. If we somehow end up increasing this amount, so we will end up increasing the overall exemption. There is big scope of manipulation here. And therefore, we say balance leave will be checked as per income tax. As per income tax, we will not take this calculation. We will stick to the formula of total leave given by boss minus the availed leave equal to balance leave. See, we do some manipulation here so that we increase this, and if we increase balance leave, so we will end up increasing the exemption. This part cannot be manipulated. We have the attendance register. Against your name on a daily basis, we have either written absent or present. If we have written absent against your name, that cannot be changed. That cannot be manipulated. So, can I say the leave taken, the leave availed can't be manipulated? This, once you are absent, you have taken the leave. But do you still agree that while this cannot be manipulated, I can still artificially increase this by increasing this? Actually, your employer was never giving you 4 months per year. He was only giving you 20 days per year, 30 days per year. That's only 1 month per year. But we are purposely increasing the available leave in the calculation so that we can increase the balance leave. Do you understand? Just understand this arithmetic. Availed leave remaining constant, which cannot be manipulated because you are absent, If available leave is increased, then will balance leave increase? Availed leave remaining constant. If available leave is increased, then will balance leave increase? Yes. Everyone agrees? So income tax will not let you do this manipulation. They say we will take maximum 1 month per completed year of service. Tell me how many years this employee has worked? 20. Boss is giving per month how many? Per year, sorry, how many months? 4. We won't take 4, we will take maximum 1. And therefore, this will be only 20. We have to just put a restriction on this. This can't be manipulated, and this is only the answer. We will, under available leave, count maximum 1 month. So if boss is giving 4 months, we'll count 1 month. Boss can give you 11 months holiday. We will count 1 month. But if boss is giving half month, then we will count only half. Hello? Or can I put it this way? Actual given by boss or 1 month, whichever is lower. If boss gives 4, we take 1. Boss gives half, we take half. That into number of years is available leave minus whatever leave you have taken unmanipulated. This can never be manipulated. This will be given in the question. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your balance leave, and do it in months. If you are getting days, divide by 30. First question is, have you understood this formula? Available leave minus availed leave will become balance leave. Available minus availed will become balance leave. Everyone understands? Boss can make any amount available which will increase balance. We will not let that happen. In income tax, the available will be taken as maximum. In income tax, available will be taken as maximum 1 month. So actual or 1 month, whichever is lower, multiply by number of years is the total available minus whatever you have availed which cannot be manipulated will give you your balance leave, and that balance leave you multiply by the salary already calculated. Now are you clear about this balance leave as per income tax? The as per income tax wala line has only this much significance, maximum 1 month per year. As per employer, it can be anything, but as per income tax, we will consider maximum 1 month per year. That is balance leave as per income tax. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is your concept called leave encashment. Leave encashment. Leave encashment is getting money against holiday. Hello. During service. Come on. During service का answer is what? Fully taxable. At retirement, government employee, fully exempt. At retirement, private sector, least of 1 actual, 2 maximum notified over lifetime. How much? 25 lakh. 3 10 into salary, and 4 salary into balance leave as per income tax. Sir, what do you mean by balance leave as per income tax? Available minus availed, but under available will take maximum 1 month per year, and again multiply by that same salary. Salary will be average of last 10 months before the date of retirement, and components will be basic DA in terms and percentage commission. Clear hai? Very big concept. Leave encashment also gets over. We'll take a break after this question on leave encashment. Question number 37, page number 66.
X, an employee of SMT Limited, retires on March 31st, 2025 after 29 years and 10 months of continuous service. He received 8,50,000 as cash portion of his own leave. From the following particulars, compute the amount of exemption under Section 10(a). Average salary received during the past 10 months, basic 48,000 per month, DA forming part for retirement benefits 12,000 per month, DA not forming part of for retirement benefit 10,000 per month, city compensatory allowance 5,000 per month, fixed percentage commission on turnover 1,500 per month, leave entitlement for each year of service completed 1.5 months, leave availed while in service 18 months. Would your answer be different if X were an IAS officer of the central government?
First, answer the second part of the question. If the assessee X was an IAS officer, not from HMT, but IAS officer of the central government, then what's your exempt? What's your answer? Fully exempt. So for IAS officer, so it is going to be fully exempt. Only for private sector we have to do a calculation. Yeah, correct hai? So if X were an IAS officer, we have answered that only. It is going to be fully exempt. Now then, X is a case of HMT Limited. So that's at retirement, non-government, and therefore the question is asking you exemption under 1010 AA. Exemption under 1010 AA is going to be list of the following. First, actual given to you rupees. अरे बोल 8 lakh. Oh, dead people. 8,50,000. Second, maximum notified over lifetime 25 lakh. Third, 10 months salary. Of course, salary we will make by making working note 1. So we leave one line for that calculation and answer. And fourth, that same salary which you have made in working note 1 into your balance leave, that will make working note 2. With this 2 working note, we'll get our answer. So working note 1, meaning of salary. Bro, we have to take average of last 10 months. You want one good news? This question has already done that average and given it to you. So you just have to pick those amounts. Basic salary. Will we take it? Yes. 48,000. Fantastic. Everyone with me, please. This we are taking. What about 12,000? Will we take it? Yes. Sir, why? Because this 12,000 is DA in terms. Excellent. DA in terms. 12,000. Next. DA not in terms. Will you take it? No. City compensatory allowance? No. What about this 1,500 per month? Will you take it? Oh, private tuition. Rate pata hai private tuition? You know the rate of private tuition? Don't give private tuition. Talk to me. Will we take it? Everyone says no. Why? Percentage? Nahin, it is per month. Anyone else wants to give any other answer? Will you take it? Will you not? This is my question. Take it. Why? It is fixed percentage commission on turnover. So we will take it. Final answer, please. Take or don't. So no. If I remove this from the question, then I won't take it. Then it becomes a monthly commission. But this, ladies and gentlemen, this decides a lot of things. See what they have done. This is this is percentage commission. This is percentage commission. This question has done what? Taken your full turnover, applied the percentage. That answer came as 15,000. Then did average. And because they have already done average, they added this per month. This is percentage commission, but already averaged for you. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, I will take it because it is percentage commission. I make you understand one more time. If I remove the percentage sign from this question, then I will not take it. It is percentage commission or monthly commission? It is percentage commission which has been averaged out for you. You understood? So ladies and gentlemen, your salary is 61,500. So here we have the answer. 10 into 61,500, 6,15,000. Let's complete our working note 2 also. Working note 2 is talking about balance leave. Balance leave will be what? Available minus availed is balance, no bro? And we have to do it in months. They have given month only. How much boss makes you available per year? 1.5. So how much we will take? We will take maximum. This is as per income tax, no? Maximum 1 month per completed year of service. How many years of service? 29. So we take maximum 29. Boss is giving me 1.5, but for the calculation we will take only 29. And whatever you have taken, that can't be manipulated. Manipulation takes place only under available leave. Availed leave will be unaffected. So what is your availed leave? 18. Effectively, what is your balance leave? 11 months. Do you understand? So that is 11 months into 6,15,000, the already calculated amount, or other way around. Rukna. Auditors. 6,76,500. Final answer, calculation of exemption, whichever is lowest, 6,15,000. Everyone is clear? That, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, was your concept of leave encashment 10 10 AA. Are you clear that you are sorted? Fantastic, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, we take a break of, I would have given 15, but some are saying 10. So nahi, abhi. Hello. Welcome back after the break. You all were making plans of hitting each other. You all can continue to make those plans. Don't talk about hitting me, because I am, in terms of Aadhaar card age, yes, elder than you. For everything else, let's see who has more power. Chal, dekhna. No, bro, with the kind of drugs that you consume, in any case, your power is eliminated, exhausted. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, chronologically, we are doing CA, inter, tax, direct tax, NTTI, income from salary, allowances where we are receiving money. We have completed big calculations like leave, travel allowance, gratuity, pension, leave encashment. Moving on. So first was, bro, abhi some are asking me, sir, section kya tha? This was gratuity, this was pension, this was leave encashment. And they are all different clauses. 10, 10 is not same. 10, 10, 10, 10, 8, and 10 double A all different. Next, section 10, 10B. Retrenchment compensation. Refreshment ne? Retrenchment compensation. English. Chalo, let's learn the exemption. ABC, whichever is lowest. 9. meaning compensation for loss of job. In India, there is a law called Industrial Disputes Act. In India, there is a law called Industrial Disputes Act, under which, how is India different from other developed countries? India's labor laws are very, very rigid. You can't remove an employee from the job without giving a justified reason. In developed countries, one fine day, suddenly early morning, the director of the company can come and tell you without any reason, you are fired. Fired means remove you from your job. One of the company's founders, he conducted a Zoom meeting. He invited 2,000 employees. Recently, it was in the news. 2,000 employees on a Zoom meet. He started by saying, if you received the invitation of this Zoom meet, I have some bad news to give you. You have to end your tenure with us. In hi-fi language, they also call it lay off your employees. India, it is not so easy. You have to give a justified reason. If you don't give justified reason, your employees can fight a court case against you under a law called Industrial Dispute Act. Sir, you can't remove me without reason. Where will I go? And court cases take time, no hearings, etc. Employees use other ideas also. They go to the local office of the local political party. They tell them that I have been removed without reason. Then that local political party ka office ka leaders go with that employee to the office, to the manager. They want to talk to the manager. Manager is generally a North Indian. He is talking in Hindi. The first that political leader will give him two slaps. Marathi bol. Send someone who can speak the local language. Then somehow they manage someone. Then these political parties say that if you don't hire them back immediately and pay them their salaries, I'll do this. I'll break all the glasses of your office, etc. The best part is their own assistants record this video and put it on social. Like they take pride in hitting someone. You must have seen these videos on social. I see them for entertainment purposes. Thud, thud, thud. On repeat mode. Some employees take that option also. Of course, when the situation gets so ugly, both parties start putting some blame on each other. Employees say, I have been removed without reason, etc. etc. Employers give a counter by saying that this person was indisciplined in office, came to office in an intoxicated state, misbehaved with people in office, leaked confidential data of the office. We can't have someone like this in our workforce. Ultimately, the charges have to be proven in a court of law. The court case will be filed under Industrial Dispute Act. Finally, whether the compensation will be paid or will not be paid, who will decide? Court will decide. If the compensation is to be paid, payer will be employer, receiver will be employee. We are not here to sit and discuss about the moralities of removing people from job. Our job is simple. I have received compensation from my employer. What is the tax treatment? Ladies and gentlemen, have you all understood the meaning of retrenchment compensation? Compensation for loss of job. There cannot be the division of small amount, big amount. It is a compensation for loss of job. It has to be a big amount. And directly they have given us the exemption. Exemption is going to be least of one. Actual receipt, which will obviously be given to you. 2. Maximum notified over lifetime. How much in gratuity? 20. Leave encashment? 25. Pension? No such limit. Only 2 more places, both places 5 lakh. So, maximum under retrenchment compensation will be 5 lakh. And third and the final limit is the calculation as per Industrial Dispute Act. Have we mentioned another law here? Every time we mention another law, one calculation will take from that law. Industrial Dispute Act says, whenever an employee retires, whenever you have removed an employee without reason, you have to pay him half month salary for each year of service. You have to pay what? half month salary for each year of service. So take monthly salary, do half, and then multiply by number of years of service or part greater than 6 months. And when you take the monthly salary, in that you will take the last drawn, and in this last drawn you will take basic plus you will take DA. Which DA? Both DA. That is in terms as well as not. Sir, this calculation appears familiar, sir. Sunela, Sunela, Dekela, Dekela. This is exactly the same calculation which is also given under Payment of Gratuity Act. Ladies and gentlemen, effectively and accordingly, this means the calculation given under Payment of Gratuity Act and the calculation given under Industrial Dispute Act, both of them are your loss of job only. Think about it. POGA also is this only, no? You are leaving the job and going away at retirement. So for so many years you have worked, give minimum this much. And retrenchment compensation is this also. See, an employee has joined yesterday, 2 months ago. I did not like. I will remove him. No law or political party will support him. But if an employee has worked for 10, 15 years and suddenly I tell him to get lost, then those political leaders are also right. Yeah, bro, 15 years he has given you, now you can't throw him out. And the law will also help. So when you work for so many years, then you get money as per the same calculation. Calculation is absolutely same as POGA. And because this calculation is absolutely same, if they want to ever ask a question on this calculation, they preferably ask a question on gratuity. Because in that there is more variety. During service, at retirement, government, non-government. Here there is no variety. Direct this answer. So you'll never see a question on retrenchment compensation usually asked in CA exams. In so many years they have never asked a question on retrenchment compensation. See, this and this require no knowledge. This is so very simple. If at all you have to acquire calculation knowledge, it is this. But this calculation can be tested at other place also. Which other place? Gratuity. So they ask a question only on gratuity, not on this. But meaning and calculation clear? Retrenchment compensation. Fantastic. Next. Section 10(10)(c). VRS payments. VRS is smart people. Voluntary retirement from service. Every organization has its phase. When you start your organization, at the beginning, you are, at not so very high earning stage, but we call it the growth stage. There are some organizations which grow like this, but they fall also like this. And then there are some organizations which grow consistently. One fine day they will reach their peak. Fall is certain. Everyone has to fall one day. Every organization will fall one day. One day there will be the end of your chapter. But the question is, your consistency in this period will decide how long you stay. One day you have to come down. The phase of every organization is we grow, we reach our peak, then we gradually fall. How long can you delay your fall is your ability. When we were in this phase, we have hired more and more employees. Growing phase, we require people. So have we hired our employees in this phase? We reach our peak, we need all our employees. We are paying them good salaries, but now the downfall has started. The employees are still with us. After your full syllabus of costing is over, I am asking you a silly question. Employee's salary is a fixed cost or variable cost? So whether we are making profits or now suffering losses, do we have to pay their salaries? Yes, but now we don't need them. Already we are in losses. If we tell them, get lost, then this will come. We can't tell them get lost. They have also given their life and blood to us. We want to remove them, but we can't force them to go. That will create legal and political problems. At the same time, we can't retain them. That is creating financial problems. So how to politely tell someone, listen, please get lost. Get lost! Just imagine this. And then saying, please get lost. Please. What do you guys say? Poda. Get lost. A polite way of telling you to get lost is this. Some organizations also call it golden handshake. What is it? Look at the name. Golden handshake. So the boss calls you. We appreciate the amount of time that you have given to the organization. We appreciate so much. But now listen, somewhere we are reducing our work. Let's not continue. You can take this one amount as lump sum, as a compensation, and you may please leave. Please get lost. It is voluntary. Can the employee say no? But when you get such a big amount, no, as you know, you get that greed. Just imagine your monthly salary is 50,000 rupees. Boss is giving you a compensation of 6 lakh and telling you to get lost. So normal person will think, "Arey yaar, 6 lakh is 1 year ka income. Right now I am getting it. Let's take this. In 1 year I will find some other job. 1 year is good enough. Take 6 lakh and leave." Now if you have voluntarily accepted that amount, you can't go to any local political party. You can't go to the court under Industrial Dispute Act. You have voluntarily accepted. It is voluntary. You have the right to say no. But most people accept it because they are greedy. And now that you have accepted, golden handshake, because this is your last handshake with us. After this handshake, take the money, handshake, turn around, then that is VRS. Forceful removal will attract retrenchment related legal problems. So how to politely tell someone to get lost? Of course, politely telling does not mean that you have to sound sweet. You have to pay sweet. The maths is simple. Your monthly salary is 50,000. How much you will earn in 1 year? 6 lakh. Your remaining life of retirement. See, if we don't do VRS and you continue, then also one day you will retire. No. Your normal proper retirement is 10 years away. So the total that you will get in 10 years is 60 lakh rupees. If you keep working every day like a donkey, like you're working now. Total expectation from us is 60 lakh rupees because 10 years ka work is remaining in you. So we give you 10 lakh right now only. Get lost. We will be able to reduce our workforce by paying a compensation, and that compensation is VRS. See, the employer ka whole idea is to avoid legal and political problems, to do it peacefully. You can always do it like this, but to do it peacefully, to avoid any fight, and we have shared good relations in this. So to avoid fight, this is a polite way. End of the day, as a student of taxation, what you must be thinking is forceful removal or polite removal. Throw you out or you only decide to get lost. Ultimately, both cases there will be compensation. That is decided by court. This is voluntary. Once there is a compensation, who is the giver? Employer. Who is the receiver? If giver is employer, receiver is employee. Giver is employer, receiver is employee. Then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that amount will be taxable under income from salary. Do you understand? But is it a big amount of compensation? So yes, there is going to be an exemption. Exemption is going to be least of the following. 1. The actual receipt, which will be obviously given to 2. Maximum notified over lifetime. How much is this in gratuity? 20. Leave encashment? 25. Pension? No such amount. And retrenchment compensation? 5. This also is 5. Actual maximum notified only at 4 places. All 4 are over 20, 25, 5, 5. No other place in this chapter will get maximum notified. Third, this time I will speak in taxation language. You will convert in a mathematical formula. Ready? Let me complete first. 3 months salary for each year of service. What is the rule? 3-month salary for each year of service. Yes, please. 3 into salary per month will give me 3 months salary into completed year of service. And when nothing is mentioned, matlab you won't take upper round. 3 months salary into each year of service. Once again, will we need to define this? Period and component. And fourth, that same salary per month, which you have calculated in working note 1, multiply by the balance months for superannuation. English. Salary to will calculate in working note 1. Tell me what explanation you want. Sir, what do you mean by superannuation? Is this employee retiring before his scheduled date? Yes. If this VRS was not done, then he would have retired as per normal age. Every organization that you work for has a policy. When you join the organization, they will tell you that our workforce we keep maximum 45 years old. Our workforce we keep maximum 50 years old. Our workforce we keep maximum 65 years old. As per that organization, once you touch that age, you have to retire. At the time of joining only we have communicated. So, what is the normal retiring age? Superannuation का meaning I am giving you. What is superannuation? Normal retiring age as per employer policy. In this organization, what is the normal retirement age? Every organization will have its own law. Some people want to make a young workforce. They can say probably highest age is 40. After 40, we are not taking anybody. And some people can have 60, 70 also. It depends from organization to organization. This organization makes people retire at what age? By the way, let me tell you, you have retired before that age. But if you wouldn't have retired, then as per this organization, what is the rule? Likha? This will be given to you. That this organization has maximum 50 years age. But supposingly it is not given, then you take 60 years. Because that is the usual government employee retirement age in our country. So if it is given, excellent. If it is not given, so you will take 60 years. So you will have a question like this. Mr. X is retiring when he is 42 years old. As per company policy, superannuation will take place at 50 years. Means you have to mandatorily retire at 50 years. But he is taking VRS. So he is retiring at 42. So at the time of retirement, what was the balance period that was remaining for his normal retirement? 8 years. And if this 50 years as per policy was not given, so we would have taken 60. But this organization has given policy. So what is the policy of organization? 50. He is retiring at what age? 42. How much time was remaining for normal retirement? 8. And therefore we will multiply by 8, 9. 8 into 12, 96. Because this is monthly salary. You understood? Supposingly, company policy is 55. Given. If not given, so we will take 60. Employee retires at 50. So we don't multiply by 5. We will multiply by 5 into 12. And if policy was not given, so it would have been 60 minus 50. So 10 into 12. Retirement policy will be given. If not given, you will take 60. Age will always be given. Because we have to say, no, he is retiring before time. So how much before time? Balance months for superannuation. Sir, what is superannuation? Normal retirement age as per the policy of the employer. Every employer organization has a separate policy for normal retirement age. Ye clear hai? So as per this organization, what is the policy for normal retirement age? Is the meaning understood? Bro, Pakka, you are following what is happening? Fantastic then. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how your calculation will take place. Of course, we have to write meaning of salary. Arey, hello. In our notes, what is the first note itself? Meaning of salary. We will write that. But are you clear about the calculation? First, are you clear about the meaning? What is the meaning? Retirement before scheduled time. Voluntary retirement. Correct hai? Money received from your employer. There will be a big lump sum amount. There will be exemption. First amount will be actual amount received. Second will be maximum notified 5 lakh. Third will be 3 into salary into number of years of service. And 4 will be salary into remaining months for normal retirement. Multiply by months. So your age is given and retirement age. If not given, take 60. If given, then take actual. That difference you will take in months. Correct? Salary. Two things we need. First, we need what, bro? Period. Period will be, surprisingly, they have taken last draw. Normally, when income tax has the right to decide, they will always take average, no? But why they take average? Because they think that people will manipulate by increasing the last 1%. Here, this is VRS. So suddenly a scheme was announced and you have taken it. So you don't have time for planning. That 10 months ago scheme was announced, etc. And therefore it is believed that there won't be manipulation. Whatever may be the logic you see behind it, here they have taken last draw. Ordinarily they always take average, but here they have taken last draw. And second, no other law is applicable. Bro, in retrenchment other law was applicable. Here no other law. This is voluntary. So when income tax will take, it will take basic plus DA in terms plus fixed monthly commission, right? Fixed percentage commission on turnover. ये clear है everyone? Second, this exemption you are taking in which section? Under section 10(10)(c). This exemption will be once in a lifetime exemption. This exemption, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be once in a lifetime exemption. So true or false? You can retire only once in your life. False. True or false? Your boss can give you VRS only once in your life. False. Your boss can give you every time you retire. Then what is this once in a lifetime? Exemption once in a lifetime. See, what is the maximum notified over lifetime? 5 lakh. Supposingly you retire and the lowest of the amounts is coming to 2 lakh. So what is your answer? 2 lakh. Second time again you will join a job and retire. Again you will receive VRS. This time no exemption. The balance will lapse. In all the other maximum notified, you retire once. You can utilize the balance in the next retirement. But here you will not get this second time in your life. This is once in a lifetime. You won't be getting this for the second time in your life. And therefore, in all practical cases, you will see that when employees take VRS, they have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever is low. They make sure that this is the lowest. They take exemption only when this is the lowest. If another amount like 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh is coming as the lowest, the exemption will be only that much, but the balance of 5 lakh will lapse. Because this exemption is only once in a lifetime. If you don't take the exemption in that once in a lifetime, if you don't finish your 5 lakh in that one opportunity, you won't get another opportunity in this lifetime. You understand? So this amount can be received multiple times, but exemption will be once in a lifetime. So whenever you retire, you ensure that 5 lakh is your lowest. Because if any other amount is your lowest, then the balance amount from 5 lakh will lapse. Is that clear? Everyone? Fantastic. That was your second note. Third and the final note under VRS. VRS is still not over. We have one more note. They have given us some conditions for availing exemption. This is where this section is a little different from all the others. Till now, if you observe, leave travel allowance or gratuity or pension or leave encashment, retrenchment also, they'll give you an amount, you directly calculate 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whichever is lowest. In this VRS, first you see whether the following conditions are fulfilled. If these conditions are fulfilled, then I will come to whichever is lowest. If this condition is dissatisfied, any one of the condition is dissatisfied, no exemption. Out of all the exemptions, this is the only place where they have done this. In all the other exemptions, it is calculation, 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 calculation. In VRS, it is satisfy conditions, then go to calculation. Satisfy conditions, then go to calculation. Did gratuity, pension, any of the amounts tell us any condition, fulfill this condition, then only exemption? We directly calculated the exemption. But here you will have to first satisfy, fulfill the conditions. If you fulfill the conditions, then you can go and calculate your exemption. Understood? So we need to first learn what are the conditions. Condition 1. The employee, is the employee retiring before age, before scheduled time? Must have completed at least 40 years of age or 10 years of service. 40 years of age or 10 years of service. Supposingly I join a job at the age of 37 and I retire in 6 years itself. I don't work for 10 years. I retire in 6 years. So the condition is dissatisfied or satisfied? Satisfied. Sir, how? 40 years of age. Supposingly you join at the age of 22 and take VRS at the age of 36. So you don't wait till 40. You've taken VRS at 36. So condition is satisfied because this time you have completed. So do you realize in the first condition, it is any one of them? See, yes, all the conditions are cumulative. So I have to fulfill all these conditions. But in the first condition, I have option. Minimum 40 years of age or 10 years of service. Bro, you are taking VRS. You can't be like a CA student, sir, but I am so sick and tired with my present life that I am taking VRS from everything. I will go to the Himalayas and meditate. Coincidentally, Mahakumbh is going on. Mahakumbh happens once in 144 years. You don't know the history? When Lord Vishnu was taking away Amrit, elixir is what they call it. 4 drops fell at 4 different places, I think. Ujjain, Nasik, Prayagraj, and one more place. Haridwar. Are you sure? I am not sure. I can't say that. But yes, Ujjain, Nasik, Prayagraj, and Haridwar. And that is how the Kumbh takes place. Bro, you go there and settle. Recently, there were newspaper reports. One student from IIT Mumbai has renounced everything and has settled over there. Bro, that is more profitable. Plus, best, people touch your feet and pay you. Best. No profession like that. But to be in that profession also, you need some smartness. Because you are interacting with people on a day-to-day basis. So human behavior is subjective. You have to be smart. One person you give a white color packet, another person you give a green color packet. Content is same. And if you give it to 1,000 people, 100, 200 ka work will be done coincidentally also. And then they make you famous. Babas become famous like that. Yes, do you agree with that? The point here, hai, bro. You renounce everything today, leave everything today, retire from life, and you go and settle in the Himalayas, in Haridwar, in Kailash, wherever you go and settle there. You are not going to be eligible for tax benefit. There has to be something that you have done, either 40 years of age or 10 years of service. Is that clear? First condition. If you have not fulfilled this condition, so it's a crime, you will go to jail. So, no exemption. I hope you are now understanding what is happening. These are conditions for availing exemption. If you fulfill, then you get exemption. If you don't fulfill, so you won't get exemption. Hello. Fantastic. Next. The scheme that the company has announced. See, company will announce a scheme and give you an offer, no? Then anybody wants to retire, please get lost. The scheme should be for all employees, excluding directors. VRS का scheme should be for all employees excluding. Just imagine, board meeting is going on. All directors are sitting, discussing. There's so much work in the company. Let's do something for relaxation. Well, how much is the bank balance? 500 crore. We are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directors. 500 crore divided by 5. 100 crore. Chalo, let's announce a scheme. VRS for the directors. 100 crore each. All of us will take 100 crore and leave the company. To hell with the shareholders and the employees and the creditors and the lenders. Just imagine the people who are announcing the scheme are beneficiaries of the scheme, taking the money and going home. One day shareholders are like, किधर गया इधर इधर lol. No, the directors cannot be participants of the scheme. Should be for all employees except directors. Logic you are understanding behind the condition. Okay, next. The purpose of scheme should be reduction of your employee strength, not just the salary bill. The purpose of the scheme should be reduction of your employee strength, not your salary bill. English. Understand? Understand in this sentence. See, listen to the next sentence. The total number of employees after VRS should be less than the total number of employees before VRS. This company is announcing VRS and telling these employees to get lost. Why? Because business is falling. We don't need this position anymore. It can't be a case where you join a company at the age of 10,000. With promotion and experience, you have reached 60, 70,000. So now you are getting paid 70. Company thinks, yes, this 70 ka work, if I again hire a newcomer, I will explain how to do. 10,000 it will get done. So with promotion, you are reaching 70 ka level. Let's tell this 70,000 wala employee to take VRS and in that place appoint a 10,000 wala. If you want to run a CA firm in your life, see, of late I find a lot of students, when I say anybody deciding to enter into practice, it's a clear cut no from people. People are not even thinking about that option. There is acute shortage of chartered accountants in the country, especially in the practice field. This smart and bold decision you can take while doing your articleship, identify such a CA firm where there is only one whole and sole owner of that firm. There are no children doing CA. There are no children or children not doing CA. Because if there are children who are doing CA, so bro, nepotism is everywhere. Whoever gave that proverb, अब राजा का बेटा राजा नहीं तो bro, राजा का बेटा only will be राजा. Who are you? Das. See, if the CA firm ka owner has children who are CA, whether they are fit or unfit, capable or not capable, they will be the boss. Search for a CA who does not have children or does not have children doing CA. One fine day that CA will have to retire. Now we'll need someone trustworthy to handle all the clients of so many years. We'll hand over the firm to you. Starting we will take more royalty. Like major work you will only do. Maybe in the first year we'll take 80% royalty. Then 60, 40, 20. Over 5 years you will have to pay royalty. Some may put a condition that every year from these clients ka 10% fees you will have to give. Permanent. Alternatively, some may say that give me 2 crore rupees, from today this firm is yours. It depends on your negotiation skills. It depends on your monetary power also. You can actually take over those firms. You are doing CA at the best time because about 30 years ago, so there was single digit pass percentage, very few CAs, corporate sector was not developed, very few job opportunities, but individuals were there and individuals wanted chartered accountants. So most CAs entered practice about 30 years ago. As corporates came, those individuals started their own companies and continued with the same CA. So when new CAs started coming, existing industries, businesses are already gone to existing practicing CAs. There was not much scope in practice. New CAs became industry employees. But practice ka work, those CAs which are doing are continuing. Their practices have become really, really good. Now, Therefore, over the last 20 years, practicing CA ka role was not very remunerative because newcomer ko nobody is giving work. Newcomer is directly going in industry and existing CAs are ruling the market. Now we are entering that phase. One by one, all those CAs are either retiring or retiring. Understand the gesture here? Retiring or retiring. Someone has to take over those forms. And if you enter now, the next 30 years belong to you. You will be the boss. See, I am not saying don't go for job. No choice. You go for job, you'll make crores there also. But you are an employee. In a CA firm, you may earn more or less. That depends on your interpersonal skill, your quality of work, what kind of services your firm is giving. You can add not just the traditional audit and taxation services, but transaction advisory, mergers and acquisitions, international taxation. Crazy money you can make, same crores of rupees, and despite that, you are the boss. You all are that generation who will get to take over those firms. Our generation, no, because existing CA firms had all the work. Nobody was going to give us work. But you all are that generation which will, if you decide to enter into practice, you can do wonders. And there is shortage of practicing CAs. Every corporate, see the people around you who require CA services. You often hear from them that there is no good CA on there. Therefore, we are continuing with our existing CA. Practice is one area that you can think about. You should think about. If you are running a CA firm, I give you a nice advice. Don't hire one CA in your office. Hire 5 articles. Work will be more or less same. CA will take 1 lakh. Article will take 10,000. 5 people ka cost is also 50. Keep 10 no. Keep in spare no. Tell them, you come and sit in office. If there is work, we'll tell you. Paying 8 articles is still better than paying 1 CA. You'll find a lot of CA firms hiring more articles and less CA. A little bit plus minus in the quality is okay, but we are saving cost. A lot of organizations force their high paid employees to retire and in their place appoint low paid employees. This should not be the purpose of scheme. Read the statement properly. Purpose of scheme should be reduction of number of employees. Reduction of employee strength, not the salary bill. Means total employees after VRS should be lower. Those positions should not be filled. If you are retiring or telling an employee with high salary to retire, in that place appointing a low salary employee, that means you are not reducing your number of employees, you are only reducing the salary bill. But that should not be the case. The purpose should be reduction of employee strength, not reduction of salary bill. And this condition is reconfirmed that the place vacated by the retiring employee, if you have really understood, then tell me, complete this condition for me. Should not be filled again, because the whole idea of VRS is we don't require that position anymore. So the place vacated by the retiring employee should not be filled. So you understand the condition? One employee is going, you are not appointing anybody in that place because you want to reduce number of employees. Don't appoint a low paid employee in that same place. These are conditions C and D. While meaning wise you all have understood, maybe some have understood the logic also. Okay sir, matlab the whole idea is we want to cut down on our work, we have less work, we are reducing our employee strength. So if we fulfill these conditions, then exemption will be available. Meaning you all have understood, logic you all have understood, but there is some massive major defect problem here. This is rubbish, this is disgusting, this is stupid, this is vihya. There is something massively illogical here. Massively illogical. I have a family dinner today. I will cancel that. We will go together. Only you and me. You have to come to Mumbai by evening. But only you and me will go together. Identify what is the nonsense here. Nonsense means crazy level ka nonsense. Please identify. हाँ. Hmm. Hmm. हाँ. हाँ, they can. So I won't get exemption. If I have taken exemption, it will be reversed. My calculation will be done again. I have taken exemption A minus B equal to C. But if they appoint someone, I am not eligible for exemption. So my calculation will be restructured. I will lose exemption. If you claim exemption, that means you have not paid tax, no? Then you have to recalculate and pay tax. Okay, but that's the effect. What is illogical? What is nonsense? I want you to identify that. You were saying something.
उसकी जगह पे कोई और एम्प्लॉय नहीं है तो वो जो पोस्ट है उसका नाम चेंज करके किसी और को ला सकते हैं
So
तो
you won't get exemption. So what? सबने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया तो कंपनी जेन्युइन केस क्लोज, नो? What is it got to do with the exemption? You understood? All employees, so fair enough. We want to remove all the employees only. Whoever accepts, good. मतलब
एग्जेम्पशन तो एम्प्लॉय को मिलना है ना, उससे एम्प्लॉयर का क्या रिलेशन, उसको बीआरएस लेना है, बीआरएस तो उसको एग्जेम्पशन मिलना चाहिए, बट ऑल द कंडीशंस आर इन द व्यू ऑफ एम्प्लॉयर.
Carry on. Done. You have to say anything more? You have to say anything more than say it.
तो अगर एम्प्लॉयर कोई भी कंडीशन सैटिस्फाई नहीं करता है तो एम्प्लॉय को टैक्स पे करना.
Was it too easy? नहीं, ये भगवान फंस गया. Okay, we'll talk about it. Understand what is happening here. Okay, stop blessing. Understand what is happening here. I am leaving. I am the employee. Okay. I have worked for your organization many years. Now today I am taking VRS. I am going. Bye. Me employee, you employer. I employee, you employer. Hi employer. Bola hi employee. Hi employer. Today I am taking VRS and I am going. Bye. Bye. See you. Bye. Take care. I am going, but don't appoint anybody in my place, huh? Because if you appoint anybody in my place, I will lose exemption. 1 minute. You know how will the employer react? Bro, listen. 1. I am the employer. 2. You are going? तुसी जा रहे हो? Bro, you go to hell. भाड़ में जाओ. Who the hell are you to decide who I will appoint and who I will not appoint after you? Bro, when you were there, no, at that time also you had no right to decide. So now you are going, how can you decide whether I appoint anybody or no? You're going, get lost. VRS was get lost. The retiring employee cannot decide that you will appoint anybody in my place or no. So poor guy, retiring employee will go away. Now employer appointed someone in his place. One person said, "Ke sir appointed later." Another person said, "Change name of the post." Don't change name of the post. You are the employer. You do whatever you want. Employer has appointed someone. The outgoing employee will lose exemption. The exemption is of the employee. The conditions are put on the. Observe this. These conditions who has to fulfill? For exemption of employee, conditions have to be fulfilled by employer. You understood? See, if I want tax benefit, then give conditions on me. No. How can employee ka exemption depend on employer fulfilling conditions? That also I am leaving. See, if I am still there, I can still request it. I am leaving. How can I put conditions? Understood the nonsense? But yes, this is how it works. It is assumed that he won't be appointing anybody because he's cutting down on his business. If he appoints someone, I will lose exemption. Is that clear? Because it is too easy. She has also voluntary section we are doing now. So because it was too easy, she has voluntarily decided not to go ahead with the plan. Correct again? अरे हे भगवान, ठीक है, मेक अ प्लान. अभी काम धंधे पे फोकस ब्रो. प्लान हैज टू बी गुड, अदरवाइज नॉट एक्सेप्ट. हाँ, तो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट इज द नॉनसेंस हियर? पक्का? ओके, फैंटास्टिक. लास्ट, the retiring employee should not join any other employment under the same management. This still is under employee ka control. Think about it. I retire from Reliance Industries Limited, so I should not go to that office again. I am going to that office again and doing the same work because I am employee of Geo Financial Limited or Geo Reliance Geo Limited. Means I am only removing my name from one company's employee list and putting in another company's employee list and working for the same bosses. That means I have never taken any VRS. Because if there is an employee, supposing an accountant of Reliance Industries Limited, he will go there and pass entries of Reliance Industries. Bro, in that same office, that same boss will make me do accounting work of Geo, also all other companies. They may have incorporated 100 companies. If I retire from one of the companies and join the other company, so I'll go there and do the same work. Only the name of the company will change. So I should not be taking up an employment in the same management. Then I will lose my exemption. This is still a condition which has to be fulfilled by the employee. So still makes sense. But conditions C and D are conditions to be fulfilled by employer, and exemption will be given to employee. You understood or no, everyone? So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your concept called VRS. Once these conditions are fulfilled, I hope you haven't forgotten the calculation. Actual received, maximum notified 5 lakh once in a lifetime. So make sure you take it full. 3 months salary into each year of service and salary into balance months for superannuation. Everyone is clear? Question number 38. Example banao. Question number 38.
John is employed in a private company and is paid a sum of 6 lakhs on voluntary retirement from service. The normal age of retirement in the company is 60, and John, who was 45 at the time of retirement, had completed 20 years of service. His monthly salary at the time of retirement was as follows: basic pay 1 lakh, dearness allowance 50% includable for pension,
Which means 50% is in terms. Understood? Okay.
60,000, HRA 30,000, conveyance allowance 8,000. What is the amount of compensation taxable under the Act?
So we have to find out the amount of compensation taxable. See, understand how question ka presentation is changing. Till now, all the questions told us calculate the amount which is exempt. This time, the question is telling us calculation of taxable VRS. So presentation has to change. This time, what are we going to say? VRS received. VRS received. VRS received is how much? 6 lakh. Minus the amount which is exempt under section 1010C. This will become our working note. Till now, this was our main answer. In all the questions where they say find out the amount exempt, this is the main answer. But if they say amount which is taxable, then exemption also is working note. Of course, marks you will get for that working note. But you have to calculate this, you subtract this, and you will get your amount which is taxable. Ye clear hai? So, let's go and calculate working note 1, exemption under 1010C, which is going to be least of. First, actual. Actual is how much? 6 lakh. Second, maximum notified over lifetime, that is rupees 5 lakh. Third, 3 months salary for each year of service. So, what is his salary structure? He is getting 1 lakh basic. DA we will take only 30,000 and there is no percentage commission. And how many years he has worked? 20. So, giving you third answer of 78 lakhs. And fourth, salary into balance months for superannuation. What is the salary? 1,30,000. Fantastic. What was his age when he retired? 45. Is the normal retirement policy given? What? 60. Achha, by the way, if it was not given, we would have still taken 60. So how many years were remaining when he took VRS? 15. So we multiply by 15. 12 nahi, 15 and 12. Multiply by 15 and 12. Balance months for superannuation. 2 crore giving you whichever is lowest. And I had told you that every employee will make sure 5 lakh is the lowest. Because if this answer was supposedly year 4 lakh, then that 1 lakh will lapse. You understand? This is once in a lifetime. So yes, 5 lakh ka exemption and 1 lakh will be taxable. Everyone understood? 100%. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was your section 1010C VRS. Next section 1010CC. Tax paid by employer on non-monetary perquisites provided to employee directly to government will be fully exempt. Tax paid by employer on non-monetary perquisites provided to the employee directly to the government will be fully exempt. Any tax paid by the employer on what? Non-monetary perquisites provided to whom? To the employee. Directly paid to whom? Government will be exempt. Let's go to the next section. अच्छा wait, I'll do one thing. अगर एम्प्लॉयर ने नॉन मॉनेटरी परक्यूसिट का टैक्स डायरेक्टली गवर्नमेंट को दे दिया तो एम्प्लॉय के लिए एक्सेप्ट. नाउ अरे नाउ आई ट्रांसलेटेड ऑल्सो नो फॉर यू पीपल. नाउ नाही. ओके वेट वन. जर तुमच्या एम्प्लॉयरनी तुमच्या नॉन मॉनेटरी परक्यूसिटचा टॅक्स गव्हर्नमेंटला दिला तो एक्झॅक्ट. नाउ आई ट्रांसलेट मराठी. ओके गुजूस एनीवन. તમારા સેઠે તમારા નોન મોનેટરી પરક્યુસિટ નો ટેક્સ ગવર્નમેન્ટ ને આપી દીધું તો એક્ઝેમ્પ્ટ. ગુજ્જુ નો ઉર્દू गुजराती I spoke. No. See, I spoke English, Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati. I speak my mother tongue Marwadi. आपरो हेट आपरा नॉन मॉनेटरी परक्यूसिट रो टैक्स गवर्नमेंट ने दीधो तो आपने टैक्स नहीं लागेला. Now comfortable? Perfect. Okay. नहीं भोजपुरी. तोहार सेठवा तोहार परक्यूसिट का टैक्सवा गवर्नमेंट का देवे तो तोहका टैक्स ना लागी. भोजपुरी is that comfortable to you? नहीं. someone said उर्दू. हुजूर गौर फरमाइए. उर्दू में एक नज्म पेश करें. फर्स्ट दो आधा. No bro. Okay. Some people, I have some public demand here. Some are saying, sir, translate in Malayalam and Tamil. We'll not talk about Telugu and Kannada right now because students joining from Tamil Nadu and Kerala, I have learned little bit of Tamil and Malayalam just to, be funny in front of those students. Does not mean that I know completely. I just end up speaking one word here and there. You know how the meaning changes with a little twist in the pronunciation. I can't be taking that risk. So, translation in Tamil. Okay, Malayalam. नहीं. अच्छा ये दो. हाँ. Typical. My answer also same, no difference. Ha. But I know that in Malayalam, boss is called Mudalali and employee is called Jolly Karan. Correct? Jolly Karan. Jolly Karan. Ah, boy, you can't expect me to have the accent also, no. Now you can't say Jolly Karan. I am just saying Jolly Karan. Accent will be Mumbai accent only, no. I am just trying to pronounce the words. Ha, Mudalali and Jolly Karan. Correct? Fantastic. So, now we have translated in all the languages. So now we can go ahead to the next section. Bro, that means you understand translation is not teaching. When you will go to your article shape, seniors who are themselves not clearing since 3-4 attempts will start putting some gober in your brain that no, bro. Whatever you studied at Inter, Mr. X, Mr. Y, or Mr. Z has 3 lakh followers on social media. For final, so you should take this class only. You go. Please go. Please. Before going, don't just see number of followers. Watch a video also for half an hour before taking that decision. And still, if you go by chance, let's bet you will have to come back. It's a bet. When you come back, I am giving you a money saving tip. Don't tell me that, sir, I had taken admission there. Because if you tell me that, I won't give you admission. I have refused admission. Till date, there has been only one inter-CA student. Only one inter-CA student who actually बोलते go by the flow. Office में someone was joining Mr. X का class. So he's like, if she is going there, so I will also go there. Finally, both came. Ab she came first time. So I gave her admission. I said, now I'm not giving you admission. Then poor guy purchased my video lectures direct. See, online anybody is buying, I can't stop. And once the payment comes in the bank account, my website is automated. Automatically the lectures are set. But lost the opportunity and coming in class and sitting with her in class. I refuse to grant admission. And forget about discount. I might end up, you say, nahi sir, I wanted, please, I am sorry, I apologize. Okay. Pay double fees. Discount, sir, I have paid there also. That is why I am taking double. You have too much money. I will not give you admission. It is not about the amount. Or no, I will not give you admission. So before you take any such decision, because there are people who will infuse this gober in your brain that go by the number of followers, it does not work like that. It does not work like that. With that logic, so you understand Mukesh Ambani should be making one reel every day. If that is the benchmark of deciding someone is good or bad at his or her job, so then Mukesh Ambani should make a reel every day. Virat Kohli should not be playing cover drives. He should be making ऐसे वो नहीं straight shot नहीं ऐसे videos on Instagram. Should not be taking runs while on the. He does not make also this off late. No. Off late, of course. He should only do what? Make videos on Instagram. He already has followers. It does not work like that. It is sometimes it is also about who has a better PR team. You know or you don't know. Thala for a reason. Wow. Thala for a reason. Wow. Yuvraj Singh's father played only 7 matches. Thala for a reason. Bro, it is a PR agency. And they have to be in news. You know why? Because they represent a lot of brands. The brand value will fall. And therefore, listen, ladies and gentlemen, their PR agency have to always show them as a hero. Which is why they keep on spending on influencers, multiple channels, platforms, etc. Can you imagine that Chennai Super Kings is banned from IPL for 2 years for match fixing, and it happened without the captain knowing it? Can it happen? Can any team indulge in match fixing without the captain knowing it? Team was banned. For 2 years, he played for a team called Rising Pune Super Giants. And then Chennai Super Kings came back. Is it possible that captain did not know? But we can't take his name because India had already seen a dark day where Mohammad Azharuddin ka name came in match fixing. Indian cricket was over. and they are heroes, so we can't bring their name. Otherwise, all the brands they represent, their brand value will fall. Some of them are sponsors of BCCI. It's all the money game. And that same thing is happening in CA coaching. Also, there is a difference between knowing the logic and translating from one language to the other. Please make sure you at least do this. See, I am not saying that you join my class. Don't join my class. Because your target is exam, so at final also, again, my class will not be appropriate for you. You don't join my class if you don't want to. But then, which is the second best option? Mark the words. That recommendation you take from me. And social media followers is not the criteria. If that becomes the criteria, so bro, we leave everything and do that only. So let us understand what is the logic. An employer is going to give you three things: salary, monetary benefits called allowances, and perquisites. See, here you have money, here also you have money. So the total tax on these things you can pay from the money. But problem is here, he has not given you money. He has given you a house to live, a car to drive. The monetary value of that will be added in your taxable salary. Means supposedly boss gives you 50,000 per month and one car. So your taxable salary will be 50,000 plus value of the car. That if you buy the car or you bring the car with your own money, how much you have to spend? That savings we have to add, that is perquisite. Problem is, cash in hand is only 50. From this 50, I have to pay this tax. And I have to pay this tax. Matlab, imagine, boss is giving you a perquisite, but that perquisite is non-monetary. So I am not getting any money benefit. But that tax I have to pay from my pocket. So then perquisites will become dangerous for employees. Because you giving me facility, I have consumed. But the facility is resulting in tax liability. Where do I get cash from? So what a lot of employers, you understand the problem here? That if my boss is giving me perquisite, I don't have money, but perquisite will result in liability of tax, which mostly I will have to pay then from this only. So my salary will pay own tax, allowance ka tax, perquisite ka tax. What boss will do is, the tax on these perks, employer will directly go and pay to the government. A lot of organizations will say, we are giving you tax-free perquisites. So we will give you a car. We will calculate how much tax will come because of this. That much tax we will pay to government. Is this a benefit to the employee first of all? Because this portion of the tax, therefore, employee need not pay tax. Is the employee saving something? Employee need not pay this tax. Why employee need not pay this tax? Because employer has paid. Is this a benefit? This benefit is going to be. See, is perquisite taxable? Yes. But perquisite ka tax, if he will pay, I will save that tax at least. Now. That amount will be exempt. Is salary taxable? Yes. Is allowance taxable? Yes. Is perquisite taxable? Yes. But perquisite ka tax he is paying, so that I don't have to pay from my salary. Is that also profit? If perquisite ka tax, my employer is paying to the government, then I save that much tax. Is that also my profit? That profit will not be taxable. Perquisite will be taxable, but the tax that he is paying, am I still, first of all, you have to be clear, am I still having some profit here? Yes. What kind of profit? That much tax which boss is paying, I will not have to pay. Correct hai? And therefore, that is my profit, but that profit is not going to be taxable. Now read the statement. Tax paid by employer on non-monetary perquisites to the employees directly to the government. The employee is not getting the cash in hand. Boss is giving you car, and this car ka tax he is paying. You understood? Are you saving that much tax? But that is an exemption. Ye clear hai? Everyone? You understood that translation may or may not make it clear, but now you know the logic, the transaction. Fantastic. So now we are left with very little in allowances. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14. 11, 12 are little big, 13 is slightly big, but most probably in tomorrow's lecture we will be able to complete allowances. But we still have about 3 to 4 lectures, 3 minimum, maximum 4 lectures to complete our chapter income from salary. So quite a bit remaining, but yes, please make sure that you revise and come so that we take it forward.